And we're back. Welcome back to Live Line, powered by SportsbookReview.com. One down, one to go. We turn to the AFC now. The Titans are into Maryland to take on the Baltimore Ravens. We talked about it the last 45 minutes of the show. Flash and I think the Tennessee Titan total is a little disrespectful. We went over 17.5 there, and I'm invested in the Baltimore Ravens team total over in the first half, over 13.5. Got a nickel on that myself, and away we go. Welcome back, boys.
Yeah, nice, Jay. Really excited for this one because every man and his dog are on the Ravens, and rightly so. We've just seen their opposite numbers. San Francisco 49ers completely blow away a team that never turned up, and when they did, they threw an interception and fumbled a punt. So, listen, if Titans are going to have anything in this game, they've got to run, and they've got to look after the ball, and they've got to make sure that they keep Lamar Jackson in the pocket.
Yeah. What have you put in so far, spread?
So far I'm on the Ravens. I got -9.5 because I bet it a little earlier, and I haven't put in any props yet. I was kind of mulling around the ones we had discussed before. Obviously looking to go on the Ravens side to back my original handicap. So kind of throwing around these Hollywood Brown and these Mark Andrews yardage props and maybe some touchdown props is what I'm mulling over. So we got about 10 minutes to decide, it looks like.
I do kind of like that long reception prop on Marquise Brown because he usually does pretty well going
Would you
down.
not take his total at 42 then? His total's at 42.
Oh, I might take his total because I have less.
What do you have?
Let me log back in.
Oh, just had a nice Americano. Cool, I'll tell you what, that's it, the spot, that. Americano, oh, blue jeans and chinos. Derrick Henry, 91 yards. Right on the number. Does he go over? What sort of night does he have? Listen, Vrabel's got to be really cute tonight. Really cute. Does Tannehill continue the upward? Listen, they were scoring 31 points for fun, and then they rolled into Foxborough. Done a number on them. But remember, Patriots weren't very good. They weren't very good all season.
Yeah. I don't know. I have faith in this Tennessee offense. I really do. They impressed me week after week. The second half of the year. And I understand that the Baltimore Ravens have played exceptional defense the last 2 months of the year, but I just have a feeling that they're going to be able to put up points. And as far as the Baltimore Ravens, they're the best offense in football. The numbers bear it out. Kansas City's the second best offense in football, rightfully so. And I think the Baltimore Ravens put on an absolute show. I do think that Lamar Jackson goes over 76.5 rushing yards. I'm not going to pull the trigger on it, but, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if he gets over 100 tonight.
Wow. What do we think? I quite like this because it's a bit left field. Willie Snead, over 19.5 receiving yards. That's probably two receptions. And he comes into the
game. I mean, Willie Snead spread is what? That's their second option, right?
Yeah.
After Hollywood Brown, obviously Mark Andrews is their end. So Willie Snead is what?
He's really the third. Yeah, but he's really the third option since Andrews gets a lot more targets. But
if Andrews is not as fit as a lot of people think he is, then it's going to be a case of, is he going to have more opportunities? Is he going to be targeted more? I think at 19.5, it's very, very stingy.
No, I don't think it's a bad look either. The other advantage Snead is going to have is he will be going against the number 2 corner because they'll need their faster guy on Hollywood Brown with the speed that he possesses.
And the other thing is with all these receptions on the Ravens players is that Vrabel has got to keep, and easier said than done, every team's tried to do it, got to keep Lamar Jackson in the pocket and get him throwing the ball. Got to. Otherwise, finished.
Yeah, I think Baltimore is going to do whatever they please on offense because the Tennessee Titans defense has given up points, especially against the good teams. The Saints hung 38 on them. The Chiefs hung 32 on them. When they play a good offense, they get blitzed. So, and Baltimore is exactly that, a good offense.
Yeah. Nice one, Sean. I'm going to do that now. Thanks for that. I'm going Willie Snead. 16.5.
I don't hate your look on Derrick Henry, 2 touchdowns or more at 5-1. I know Jeff was on that. I do think if they get close in the red zone, they're giving it to one man and one man only. Yeah. So the question is, if they're in the red zone twice this game and they're running the football, is Mark Henry going to get those 2 touchdowns? The odds are, yeah, probably. Yeah. So I don't hate that.
Yeah. Larry's putting one into me already about the Chiefs tomorrow. So he's getting a little stop it. Don't need that behaviour early on. I've got to sleep well tonight. He's getting 2 stop-its. Martin Riggs, is Ingram playing? What does it matter to you? Who are you on, Martin? Tell us who you're on.
He's questionable, right? So
yeah. It's a nice turnaround this game, though, isn't it? Nice turnaround. Very quick.
I'm very upset with myself that I actually lost. The fucking Minnesota Vikings. We've had 5 playoff games. Minnesota played twice. I've lost money on 2 games. It's been their games twice.
Yeah.
Thank God they're gone.
Sumner Hutchinson, Tennessee to score first at plus 185. That's not bad for a coin flip.
I think this is a game where first play is a rush.
Toto saying, hey, Jay, here we go. Toto is saying, look at the wind blowing the smoke from the south. Here comes the rain.
Yeah, but the forecast says showers, nothing more than showers all night long. I'm telling you, the weather's not going to come into play. But, Flash, how do you not like first play as a rush in this game?
No, definitely.
Like
the last game. I mean, maybe the only game I can see it not being a rush is
Kansas City.
No, the Packers.
Really?
Yeah, the Packers. I mean, Seattle. Seattle. Maybe both of Seattle and the Packers could throw a pass in, but I see definitely the Texans and I see the Chiefs both running.
You know what the odds are right now at Bet365 for the first play as a rush in this game? Minus 190.
Wow. What is it normally? Minus 150?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's nailed on in this game.
Yeah, man. I wish I had the balls to drop a bomb on that, but I will be beside myself if the first play is a pass.
Yeah, well, you're playing catch up for the rest of the game. And the thing is with this game, this is a game where I think there will be options in play. I mean, I think we've already got the right one of the over 47. Yeah. So we're waiting on Anne. Have we got any other visitors this evening?
You're not waiting on me anymore.
Hey.
I asked Al Mack.
All right.
I asked Al Mack if he wanted to come in. I haven't heard from him. I asked Dave if he wanted to come hang out with us. Haven't heard from him. So
because no one likes you, Jay.
It's in the chat though.
Yeah, I said it in the chat. So I don't know. If they want to come in, we got 2 spots open for anybody that wants to come in.
Where's Tyler tonight?
Working.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not going to have him tomorrow really either. Maybe a little bit of the first half. He's got to work again, but he'll be on with us for the national championship game.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. Monday night. Come on then. I mean, the whole place is just going to be completely split, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 50-50.
Oh, man. Well, I'm really hoping the
Tigers win. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that. That's the oldest joke in town now, Ren.
No, I said that. No, the Clemson Tigers.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Have you still got them in the futures?
No, I didn't bet them on the future. I got them on the money line, and I got them +6.
Yeah, nice.
I got 2 units on the +6, and then I got a unit on the money line.
Overtime. Who you got on the National Flash? I'm definitely with the Clemson Tigers. What, 29-0?
Yeah, me and Flash will be on the same side for that one.
Unbelievable. 29-0. Not been beaten since January the 1st, 2018. Going for their 3rd championship in the last 4. And yes, I'm not going and dissing the LSU Tigers with Joe Burrow because I went on record before even the last game of the regular season with Teddy Covers and said, I think Joe Burrow is probably the best I've seen in the last 4 or 5 years. If not, I think he could play in the NFL now. So more than happy.
My reason's is a little bit more boring than yours. It just comes down to the look-ahead lines were a pick 'em to -1 before the playoffs started, and then you're telling me there's a 5 to 6 point adjustment on the spread after one game. Oh, Clemson didn't look that impressive against Ohio State. Well, I'm sorry, wasn't Ohio State the #1 rated team for the entire fucking season? Oh, of course Clemson didn't look that impressive against Ohio State. They're a super elite team. But you know what Clemson did? They fucking beat them.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's probably the best half of football I've seen from any football side this year at the Ohio State. They absolutely, apart from putting the points on the board, that was immaculate. Immaculate 30 minutes of football.
No, I don't want to take anything from LSU because I know we're going to have people start coming in here going LSU. The offensive efficiency that LSU showed against Oklahoma is probably one of the all-time greatest offensive performance in the last 25 years. They had 9 touchdowns in 11 possessions. That's unheard of. But
Flash, did you bet
doing that against Clemson?
Did you bet the under 365 passing yards for Joe Burrow yet?
No, but if it's still there, I'm going to, just on the fact of the 75% drop off from every QB that's gone up against this Clemson D. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to roll with that.
Anybody worth their salt took the Clemson Tigers plus 5.5 or plus.
It did hit 7. It hit 7, and I think Bovada is still sitting there. I did a show with Big Ragoo and DJ Big Boss, and I'm basically screaming it. 6.5 with Bovada. Everyone else is 5.5. Go and get your 6.5. Get your plus 185 money line, because I'm telling you now, at some stage during that game, LSU will be plus.
That being said, I like to think I'm worth my salt.
Yes.
And I have not.
But that's your bet all over. You could easily go and have a dime on at 185 money line, and then go and have a dime on LSU at maybe 140, 150, and you're going to still sit in there picking up either 500 or 850.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. You think at some point in that game, I see LSU plus 150?
Easy.
Yeah. Well,
because if that's the case, then you got to bet the dime right now.
Yes.
At plus 190 on Clemson. Yeah. And you're free rolling for about 700 or 800.
Yeah. You also got to look at it like this. It's just a pure math problem. Plus 180, plus 190. You're talking 35 to what? 35% probability here, win probability. You telling me Clemson only beats LSU 35 to 36% of the time? Horseshit. It's a 50-50. Almost. The game's like flipping a coin. You're getting plus 185 on a coin flip. Thank you. I'll take my mansion in Hawaii if you're going to give me that every single game I bet.
Or Jay, or what you do is you go 1,100 to win a dime, or plus 6.5 with Bovada, or plus 5.5, and then you go with the money line at plus on LSU, and you hit the middle. Here we go. Here we go. Let's have it.
Tennessee's got the ball. How do I not pound first play of the game?
Yeah, because you won't get it now, will you? They will suspend it on you. Here we go, though.
You should probably put 1,000 on it, though, Jay.
Here we go.
Going right to Henry.
It has to be going right to Henry, right?
Chris Brady said the line wasn't at 6.5. Bovada's still sitting at 6.5. If we're still talking about, hang on, Cuban B 261, I 300 on LSU. Anyway, let's knock this on the head because we've got that on Monday. Yum yum. Here we go.
Shaft says Ant knows. LOL. I mean, I'm not predicting a Clemson win. I'm just playing the number. I don't dabble in. There's your rush, by the way, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't dabble in terms of saying predictions and my prediction for this game or anything like that. It's just based off of. I try to take that out of it. Just go, hey, this is the number, because either team could win. Just how often does either side win the game?
Yeah.
You got to cap that and then go with where the line's set.
Untouchable Jay wants a quick rundown of the props tonight. Willie Snead at 16.5 yards. Just a little bit of fun because I think that's miles too short. And then the rest are rolling along the bottom. Untouchable Jay, come on. Let's have a game.
Shaft says, I just meant you stole my line. Oof, what's your line, Shaft? I'm being a little dense right now. With that being said, if the line was Clemson -6, I'd be all over LSU plus the 6 too. If I was getting LSU plus 180, I'd be all over the LSU at that plus 180 price.
Yeah, and I make you right. I do make you right. I think this is going to be one of the best games we've seen.
That LSU offense is terrifying, though.
Yes, it is.
Here's the thing. You what I told you the other day, Jay. Clemson held their opponents to less than 75% of their average offensive output on the season.
Passing yards.
Both passing and rushing. But when you look at that, anything if you're at 75% and below, that is beyond elite level defense. Anything below 80% of an opponent's average output is elite defense. 75%, like you're in the stratosphere at that point.
Yeah.
And now you could say it could be their soft schedule. It might be, but Clemson's still an elite team. They played Ohio State blow for blow, and Ohio State.
By the way, let me just tell you now, they're showing some good looks here. By the way, Tennessee, and their first, they're moving about a bit. He should be free now. Oh, he is. Good coverage.
So third down.
Yeah, and 7. Oh yeah. By the way, 164 watching. Let's get them 30 thumbs up. LSU defense.
Yeah, how we only have 30 likes? We got 164 people in here.
Yeah, come on.
That should be like reflex by now.
Third down. Let's see where we are on the timing. I'll do no commentary.
I'm at 12:20 right now.
Oh, I'm 6 seconds behind you.
Oh, I'm at 12:20 right now.
Yeah, I'm 12:20 now.
Oh, well, I'm gonna fuck with you all game.
Yeah.
Flash and I are right at the same time. Flash and I are synced up, and you're about like 5 seconds ahead of us.
So there again.
Now watch and learn how not to fuck a game up for somebody. Okay.
Well, I'm kind of dreading the national title game for that reason alone because it's on ESPN, so I'm going to be streaming it.
Okay, here we go.
These games are on regular TV, so I'm not streaming them. So
we got 3rd and 11.
I know I'm going to be 90 seconds behind Flash and Jimmy the whole time. Oof.
3rd and 12.
Flash.
Doesn't Vrabel just look like a football coach?
You got if I'm putting my money on one soccer team tomorrow, who is it?
Oh, Man City.
What's the price? What's the price tag?
That number?
Yeah, what's the number?
It's like -6 something on the money line, isn't it?
Yeah, well then you could just put Man City in over 1.5, Man City -1, Man City half time. It's pulled him back.
In order to get close to, I think it's like -110 just to get -2.25 goals.
Wait a minute. What's the regular money line?
Like sit in the 600s.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
who are they playing?
Villa away, and the spine of their team's injured. I think they win to 0. I think it's plus money.
Yeah, you could get plus money on Aston Villa not to score a goal.
Oh, go on then, the Titans, sticking them in the second.
But my natural look for these huge favorites in these games, and I know Flash. I don't know if Flash will like me saying this or not, but I always look to take like +2 to +2.5 on the Asian handicap on the underdog in these spots. I find it's long term more successful taking +2.5 than it is laying 2.5 when you're dealing with these big favorite spots. But I'm still not really sure I want to actually grab Villa. I'd pass the game.
Oh, what's going on here? Is he the first man to touch the ball? He's gone out of bounds, come back. Why do they do that, special teams?
Because he's not smart.
Oh, my God. And they had him penned in the two.
Flash, you think that there's like little to no chance that Man City loses that match?
No chance. Not even little.
What is it, like a 3-0 game?
Well, I said I think they'll win to 0. And yes, I think it's a 2 or 3-0 game, maybe 4 or 5 if they get going. Maybe even a 5-1 if they get going.
Look at this fucking kid. He's like a video game, bro. Anybody in the National Football League gets sacked for a loss of 5 or they throw the ball away. It's unfair.
Some athlete.
Oh, my God. Amazing.
Can you believe that Harbaugh kept him in on some of them games? You know what I mean? When they were up 25 points and he still let him play out.
Look, there he goes. Go ahead, Lamar. Give me those 2 touchdowns in the first half, you bitch. I need those 2 touchdowns like I need my blood in the first half.
I had to break up a fight there.
What happened?
Oh, the white dog, the bigger dog. You know, he's not exactly the biggest fan of the little dog, so he was ordering.
Was there a fatality?
No. I just had the little dog. I just had to get the little dog out of the room
because he was winning.
No, to protect him.
It's not the size of the fight in the dog.
No, this dog
in the fight.
Jamie likes
got him there, didn't they? Wow. I think I might have misread the coldness with my jumper on. I might just have to go and put my t-shirt back on.
Turn down the how cold could it possibly be in Costa Rica?
No, it gets a bit blowy, you know. I just thought I'd wear my Bill Belichick top.
Oh, kind of like one of the ladies Max has come over.
Like a what?
Like one of the ladies Max has come over.
Yeah. No.
You throw those dimes, kid. You throw those absolute dimes.
That's very nice. Melee Pele's way says Atalanta missed penalty, killed a lot of bets. Good. I stayed off that bet, but everybody was on that one. Martin Rigg says
before
this
the game
is over.
Just one reminder. Yeah, it's over already. Quick reminder, official play Philadelphia -2, tips off in about 10 minutes. Give you guys some more time if you didn't.
I think I have that on the bottom.
Woo, yeah, go, boy, go.
Okay.
Oh, look at that run. Very nice, Edwards. Very nice.
It's like children playing men right now.
Yes, sir. That's what I want to see.
They are going to run themselves to a Super Bowl championship.
Big running lane, that.
I will say one thing, though. San Francisco, what they did to Dalvin Cook today is really impressive.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see if they get
Yeah, because you know that it was San Fran lost that game in Baltimore by a field goal. So they are on that level. They really are. They're on that Baltimore Raven level.
I don't think there's anything between them. Very, very fine. Because you think
I know
the speed of that 49ers D?
It was. I was definitely surprised of how much. I mean, I'm not surprised San Francisco won. We said going in, San Francisco was we said going in, San Francisco was a better team, but the fact that San Francisco just dominated them on defensively that way did surprise me. Dalvin Cook couldn't get nothing done. I'm not surprised Kirk Cousins went under his yardage prop. There's an interception for you. I'm not surprised that Cousins went under his yardage prop because I thought I bet it, but apparently I bet the over on accident.
Right. I'm going to quickly put my top on.
What is the flag?
I don't know, but that interception
probably going to be a return. Probably blocking the back on the return.
Oh, okay.
Was that off his hands? He just didn't catch it?
Let's see. I'm about to watch this replay.
Oh, you got to catch that ball.
Oof, that's rough. Ron Lofton pretty much has the best comment of the night here. I hope Lamar stays healthy because he's fun to watch. That's a massive understatement there, Ron. I love watching this team. If Lamar Jackson, can we just all hope that Lamar Jackson and Patty Mahomes become this generation's
Manning and Brady?
Yeah. Manning and Brady playing each other twice a year.
I want the boys coming out of the NCAAF. I want them to do brilliantly because we need something like that.
I mean, I'm not a fan of any of these teams, but I'm rooting for Baltimore and I'm rooting for the Chiefs just so we can see those two and to play each other again.
No, stop that. Stop that.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. You got your Titans or Texans, but but I mean, are you telling me it would not be just superbly fun to watch Ravens and Chiefs and
no,
AFC
I want to see
title game?
If it's Titans versus Texans, if it was, how many points would the Texans be favorite in
7?
In Houston? Nice.
Wait, who played?
Titans play the Texans.
Oh, the Texans would probably be a field goal favorite.
Yeah. Sorry, Kev. I had to change my shirt because I went for my my hoodie and it wasn't quite cold
Flash
enough.
fashion show.
Sorry.
That's funny.
I'll put on this few other ways.
DeAndre Polk says Watson and Mahomes, not Lamar. Watson's fun to watch too. Watson's really good. I do think there's a lot of really entertaining young quarterbacks in the AFC.
I'm trying to remember. Was when we first this breakout season for Lamar Jackson, right? Is it better or more substantial than that first breakout season by Michael Vick? I'm trying to compare.
No. I think it's probably the best we've seen.
You think he's better than Vick, huh?
Yeah, and I think it's the best breakout we've seen.
Yeah, and Vic's breakout season was a 9-win season. Vic was never on that good of a team. This Ravens team's much better than Vic was on.
My God, was he special though, right?
I don't know. I don't really like talking about Michael Vick because
get over it, bro. He killed dogs. We get it,
dude.
But what I'm saying is his impact on the league, when we first saw him break out, is this bigger and is Jackson better?
Well, yeah. He's also a better human being.
Yeah, I know. Hey, he paid his debt to society. He went to jail. He came out.
Tell that to the dead dogs.
Well, bro, what are you going to do? I'm a dog lover. I have a pit bull. I love my dog, but the man went to jail. He paid his debt according to the United States justice system, and now he's a free man.
Yeah, I'm not saying he should keep paying his debt.
He's still a shitty person. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, definitely.
I don't like him.
He's definitely a shitty person. Oh, geez.
I think he's turned his life around, right? When I've seen him on interviews recently, he seems real reflective. Obviously,
I think he's done a lot
he did, and
for
animal
cruelty,
his life around.
Right?
Yeah, he's turned his life around. I wouldn't want to be judged by mistakes I made when I was 22 or 23, however old he was.
I mean, it's
when he's obviously made remorse.
It's a pretty horrific mistake, but yeah, I agree. You shouldn't be judged by your worst day as a human being alone.
I will. Eric Crouch dropping bombs says Lamar Jackson is very overrated. I don't know about that, Eric Crouch. I don't know about that.
He's a former Heisman winner, so he would know.
He literally
From one
looks
Heisman
like
winner to another.
He looks like a video game, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
What is a Heisman
I have a
winner?
question.
I think
Eric Crouch is like a proper player.
I think you just took the name right.
Yeah, Eric Crouch just took the. Here's a question for you, Spread and Jay. If Eric Crouch came out this year instead of back in 2000, do you think they would have given him more of a chance and tried to work around and tried to, give him an opportunity to play in the NFL?
Sean Payton could have made him like a Taysom Hill, but I don't know if he would have really got a realistic opportunity without injuries.
I think Taysom Hill will get a quarterback job.
They gave Tim Tebow an opportunity. I mean, obviously Tim Tebow wound up sucking. I'm not saying Eric Crouch would have been an impact player in the NFL. I'm just saying if he came out later, would they have, with them giving Tim Tebow a chance, and then you see people like Lamar Jackson now obviously blowing it up.
I think he might have got drafted now.
Yeah,
I think he would have got drafted, but definitely as a project.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm asking. Is like, do you think they would have at least made him a project versus back in 2000 they didn't even draft the guy and he won the fucking Heisman. But like he obviously had talent, but I don't know.
RB Fern says now he's doing more for dogs than anybody that's talking. I agree with that.
Ooh, if we were on that Tannehill rushing prop.
Yeah, he only got 2.
I mean, it was a low
flag as well. What's he going to do?
Eric Crouch said, are you really Eric Crouch?
My feeling that this game would go over does not feel great right now, although it should be 7-0.
Oh, Eric Crouch was drafted. That's right, by the Packers.
Wasn't he a Brown?
No, he was drafted, but he never played.
Wow, hit out of bounds. Half the distance to the goal. This plus 185 first score Titans is coming in, by the way. Sumner's done it again.
That a boy, Sumner.
Yeah, we like him. But he's not ready. We don't like him.
I'm not feeling great about my over.
Early days. We get 7 here. We're on our way.
I wonder if this is the real Eric Crouch in our chat or not.
No, it's not. He said he works with him, though, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
What, he's working with someone who takes their name? It's a bit spooky, isn't it?
He makes a living off of being a Heisman Trophy winner here in Omaha. So,
well, there's not many people in Omaha, is there?
About
Tim Couch.
I don't know, about like 400,000, and then the metro areas.
Jesus, I bet the postman's famous in Omaha.
Oh, the people that live in Omaha are Anthony, his cousins, and the guy that owns the Chinese food place that's called Chinese.
Restaurant.
Yeah.
There's about a million
Chinese restaurant.
There's about 1 million people in the metro. It's the 45th largest city in the United States.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well,
45th?
It must be pretty big then.
No, not really. I mean, it's average. It's a medium-sized area. It's a medium-sized city.
And what sort of houses? Do you have brick houses there or the wooden ones?
No, they're made out of clay.
And all the houses in Dundee are brick, but outside of there, my house is a normal size house, or my house is a normal.
Oh my God, he caught that! He actually caught that.
That's incomplete.
No,
he caught that.
Shit!
Wow.
Is that in bounds though?
I thought that was just a throwaway bad read by the quarterback.
Wow. Does he control it though? No, that's not a catch. That's not a touch.
I don't know how you're getting no at that.
No.
Yes, look, there he is. He's got it now.
No,
yes,
Flash.
Yes.
His
did he
ass
tweet?
cheek
Yeah. No, I agree.
One,
Hang on.
2.
Yeah, I think
No,
they're going
that's
to
a
give him a
touchdown.
touchdown. I don't think that's enough to
yeah.
overturn.
Yeah, his ass cheek
Yeah.
lands in bounds. Yeah.
And then runs out. Yeah.
Yeah. What a catch. What
That's
a
a
play.
touchdown.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
again, this is great for the game.
Well, we're on the over 47.
Do
and a
we
half.
jump in on Baltimore right now? Do we take the reduced price on Baltimore right now? Essentially, which is probably like just getting them at the teaser price. I mean, that's not right. I mean, that's not duplicatable.
No, but we're
If
going
that's how they need to score their touchdowns.
Over 17.5. Let's have a look.
Yeah. I won't have a live line yet, though, until
His
they
left shoulder. His left shoulder's down.
Yeah, obviously, until the review's over, the line's not coming up. But I'm thinking that that's gonna stand.
Yeah.
And then we'll see the Ravens at about -4, -4.5, which would be 6 points off like a teaser.
JW says, can you really split cheeks, though?
Oh, we're not answering that. Oh, so glad Max is in here.
Well, there is. Never mind.
I mean,
Yeah, let's.
I mean,
I think that we're getting Baltimore at a teaser price here right now.
yes, you can, JW. Yes, you can.
You can.
I have.
You can get the Baltimore Ravens on the money line right now at -240. Down 7-0.
Too early.
Flash, that's a good start for our Titans team total.
Yes, mate. Yes, and over 2.5 touchdowns at +175.
Yup. I'm a little concerned about my
Shaft just put in
Ravens.
my name with a question mark and then retracted the statement.
My Ravens over 13.5 team total in the first half is making me not happy. That they should have had 7 already.
Flash, Man City -1 first half tomorrow. I've misread that, Martin, and I've said yes, but I don't know if they're 2 up at halftime. This is like a game where they're just going to like drain them and maybe score 3 second half or something like that. I just think that they win to 0. I think it's like +150 or something. I'll have a quick look for you. I'll say what it is. 2 seconds.
What about this one, Flash? Because I was actually looking at this game a little more. Watford, Bournemouth, draw.
Both teams to score. I like it.
I was going to say draw. Do you like the
No,
draw?
no, because my mate's the manager, and I hope. Listen, yes, it could easily be a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
I just think both teams will score.
Yeah, because I was just looking at the price you're getting on the draw, and I don't think either side's that much better than the other one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Watford are flying. They've took 10 points at the last 12. I told everyone to get on Bournemouth to go down at +350. They're now +137.
So you don't think Bournemouth being at home matters too much here on the number?
No, home or away with them boys. They've got too many injuries. So, yes, it was a touchdown. Yes, we have got 6. Will we get to 7?
So, would you just rather take Watford at 2.6?
Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me have a look at this first.
Flash, if the Titans get by the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
Would you have to seriously think about taking them against the Chiefs next weekend?
Well, no, because I hope they're against the Texans.
Well, assuming that the Texans are gone.
No. I would definitely take the Chiefs.
Luke Shaw says Aston Villa to win. I mean, you're getting plus like 13, plus 1,400.
1,600.
Plus 1,600. I mean, it's lighting money on fire, but go for it.
Yeah. They got half their team out.
Hey, Ann, I got a buddy who's watching that, and he's texting me. He's not putting it in the chat, but he said, Eric Crouch, no. If Tebow is a 6, Crouch is a -3. He was a decent college player, but overrated in his time. Couldn't hold Tommy Frazier's jock strap in the pros. What do you think about that?
Honestly, you're talking about a guy who was playing back when I was like 14, 15. So I like my memory on
Okay.
was like, I mean,
I remember Frazier being a little more impressive too.
Well, but it's just my question basically was just, since over the last 15 years, we've seen them willing to take these non-pro style quarterbacks who show a lot of athletic talent, show a lot of ability to play, and kind of make them into projects, whether they turn out to be good or not. Lamar obviously has turned out really good. Tebow was a bust. So that's basically my question was like Eric Kraft obviously had a lot of talent. I mean, he won the Heisman for fuck's sakes. So if he came out of college 15 years later, would they have at least tried to make him a project? Because he did get drafted, but they tried to make him a wide receiver, and he got cut in preseason. He never played a regular season game in the NFL.
There we go. Okay, plus 110, Man City win 2-0.
Yeah, that's not a bad price.
Oh, nearly broke through there.
Yeah, so I was right. The Ravens are down to minus 4.5. Are you guys interested? I think I'm going to go ahead and hit that.
Let me see here. Oh, they still won't give me a live line, bastards. Eric Crouch.
Let's see if mine went through.
Played in the Canadian Football League. That doesn't count, Eric Crouch.
Are your NHL team still winning 1-0? The Hurricanes?
Last I checked, which is like a few minutes ago, they were. But I mean, I got them -1, so in order to win, I need them to win by 2. Otherwise, it's a push. Yeah, they're up 1-0 going in the second intermission, and then I have the Flyers who are down 1-0 at the second intermission. So.
Oh, is that Sneed? Sneed reception?
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
What did he get? 11?
10, I think.
Come on, Ravens.
6.5 needed for Willie. Come on, Willie! Thought it was Willie. He's going to get hurt sooner or later the way he runs, I'm telling you.
He is so fast, man.
Flash, Matt wants to know why no love for Villa at home. They've only been held scoreless once this season, and City's defense is suspect.
Okay, striker Wesley out. We think for the whole season, their best player out other than Grealish is McGinn. He's out injured. Centre back Tyrone Mings, best defender, even though I don't fancy him, is out, and goalkeeper out. That's the spine of the team. City and both teams to score parlay. Just looking for a little bit. But come on, Willie Sneed.
I like having you on here so that way whenever we talk soccer, Jay doesn't immediately shut me up.
Well, it's only because he thinks there might be a few. It's like when the seagulls follow the trawler. They think sardines.
Yeah.
That's what Jay's thinking. Jay's thinking, well, I'll listen to Flash because there might just be a little earner in this.
All right, so Harbaugh's been one of the most aggressive coaches so far. Are we thinking that he goes for it here?
He ain't no pussy.
I think you do with Lamar Jackson at the backfield.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1. You go. It's Harbaugh. We're going for it. Let's go.
Eric Crouch thinks. Yeah, that is one of my. I need elocution lessons because I do pronounce my TH's F. Yes, Ken Peacock. I can't know.
Does that dude have That dude have bling on his mouth guard?
Who?
I don't know. I just thought I saw a dude who had bling on his mouth guard. I wasn't sure if I saw that correctly or not. Fat Wing cashing first order under. Mr. Stubby says this Raven team ain't winning no Super Bowl.
Wow. They love short-termism in the NFL is the quickest way to the
We love to call everything out the first quarter in this chat, don't we?
Well, it's more fun that way, guys.
But do we ever do it? Do we ever do it?
No. I try and be the voice of reason.
The Ravens minus 280, and we're only in the first quarter. Wow. Remember the Titans? They had a tough game against the Texans. Then they had to go and have a tough game against the Patriots. So the last quarter and a half of this football may well zing home. So the Titans could still be up with a quarter and a half of football and run out of juice.
Mr. Stubby says, I'm not talking about this game. I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
No.
Ravens are still in the minus, depending on your book, they're between minus 250 and 280. I don't know. I think that's a lot to lay on a team down by a touchdown, don't you, Jay?
Yes.
Slugger's talking about the Lakers without LeBron and AD up 20. Boy, I was worried about the letdown spot for OKC coming off that huge emotional win that we watched on Live Line on Thursday night, but I'm surprised by that as much as you guys are. Yeah, second game of a back-to-back too, Tim White. I'd circled this as a fatigue spot for the Lakers, even if they were full strength. So, I mean, that is impressive.
The Devils are rolling over the Capitals. That's surprising. The Devils are one of the worst teams in the NHL.
What is somebody in a fucking kennel?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear them dogs? They're the dogs chasing whatever they're chasing. Oh, did they not make that?
They go for it. They got stopped.
Make it. They got stopped.
Nope, they didn't make it. Oh, no. They didn't make it.
Jerry, can you still hear them dogs? Or if I turn the mic down a bit, you can't hear them?
No, that's better.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
He got stuffed. So what happens if the Titans just go down and get a touchdown here?
Well, then you've got decisions to make. Because obviously you've got money coming in on the team total over 17.5. So do you invest that at a bigger price of, I mean, you're going to get plus money and you're at 14.5.
Yeah, my main question though would be like, do we come in on the Ravens money line at a discounted price down 2 touchdowns, or do we want to not bet a team that's down by 2 touchdowns?
What, in the first quarter, really?
They got stopped.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't going how I handicapped it. In this game, I feel a little better, though, about the chances of it turning around than I did in the Minnesota game.
Oh, yeah. Well, one, you've got the home team and not the away team. And secondly, you've got all sorts of weapons. But it's just
how many – yeah, and also how many interceptions is Lamar Jackson going to throw?
Is he going to force it?
Eric Crouch says Lamar Jackson 100% overrated. Bam.
Yeah, Slugger Cards thinks he should have followed his pulling blocker. It was there. Johnny Ackers is on the Ravens with me, so he's not too happy.
It's funny to see former Nebraska quarterbacks in our chat dropping bomb. Whoop! Boom. 14-0. Well, 13-0 technically. One play. They didn't waste any motherfucking time, did they?
The Titans offense is the real deal, bro.
So we'll put that down as 2 touchdowns with 1 to go. Oh my!
Was
God,
that prop exactly 3 touchdowns or more than 2.5?
No, over 2.5.
Ooh, very nice, Flash. Very nice. So now we need Ravens to contribute.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we want over 17.5 team total, and then we want over 2.5 touchdowns, and the over 47.
I can get them at even money right now. Like I want to throw 2 dimes on it.
Yeah, you have to wait
on the Ravens.
No, on Tennessee up 2 touchdowns.
Oh, even money. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, even money would be either way, right?
I don't know, Jay. I think it's still early because what happens? The Ravens come out in this next drive, score a touchdown in this 14-7 game. Are you really excited to have 2 dimes on the Titans?
Well, here's the thing, Ant. I don't see Tennessee stopping. They're not going to stop scoring all of a sudden. If you look at the numbers that this team has put up the last 9 weeks, this is why I said the team total over, we have to get on it. You know, they have 14 now. They're not going to stop. You know what I mean? I understand what if they go Baltimore goes down 14-7 right here, and now they're down a touchdown. I think Tennessee's good to put up between 24 and 27.
Eric Crouch wants to know about the over-under right now, 51.5. Any thoughts on that? Well, I'm on the over 47.5. So I'm not going to bet the over again at 51.5. I'll wait till halftime and see where that comes. M Fam says Ravens must score a touchdown on the next drive, right?
No, they don't. They don't. They have to make sure that the Titans don't score on their next. They don't have to score.
Oh, if we're on the overs, we will like them to score.
It's still too early, man. They've just like gone in after 1 play. This is all too early.
It's a set. Yeah, we have 3 quarters of football to play.
Correct.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for being on the overs, I'm not going to argue the Ravens scoring.
No, but being on the overs, we basically had 14 points in the first quarter because there's been that little amount of play.
The Ravens money line, Russ B says, is down to -115.
Yeah, I don't think this team is going to stop scoring. So Baltimore has a lot of work to do.
And Derrick Henry hasn't been sighted yet.
Yeah.
Is this why you never bet is this why you didn't bet the sides in this game, Jay, and you just went with the total?
I'm going to get fucked on this first half team total that I have for a
You got a whole quarter left. You don't think they're going to get a touchdown?
Yeah, I'm not ready to call that yet. I'm not ready to call that yet.
6.5, Jay?
I hope you're right. 6.5 on what?
I thought you said something about 6.5.
Oh no, I took 13. No, I took 13.5 -130.
All right.
They need to score. They need to score on this drive if I'm going to get 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Wow. They do need to score on this drive. I would like that. Russ B, I like his optimism. He says Ravens will score on this drive.
Our full game over looks good. Titans team total over looks good.
And the over 2.5 touchdowns looks good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So those are 3 plays right there that look like they could definitely be winners if the scoring continues. Baltimore needs to wake the fuck up, though, or my team total in the first half is cooked.
Yeah, I don't know if it's your team total. I think it's
my God, that goes for a long way if he fucking catches that ball. Jesus.
Andrews. Was it tipped, though? Was it good defense, Jay?
That's the Raiders. Raiders fans know about Seth Roberts. That guy, he only makes tough catches. When the ball's in
That
his bread
is a
basket, he misses it all the time.
Keith
He
Campbell.
Yeah.
literally just
He-
dropped the touchdown.
Jackson should have thrown it worse. Like Seth Roberts can't catch a well thrown ball. He
That
can only make these
fucking
awesome
guy is
acrobatic
still. He's still running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how quickly this can turn around. This could be like 21 all at the half if they're going to just air it out like that.
Whoop. Wow, are they going to go 3 and out on this drive?
They must
Ron
be.
Lofton says my Ravens -6 in the first half is laughing in my face. Yeah, my Vikings +7 was laughing in my face for an entire second half too, Ron.
Jesse
Well,
Allen.
I just don't like saying anything too early. Oh, there's the Jackson. He's having a go at his own teammates. He's having a go at the opposition. It'd be nice to see him come back, wouldn't it? I mean, obviously,
Connor Butler makes a good point. We have a drop pass and a pick. That's what's killing us here.
Well, we'll say us. Bosh.
Well, I mean,
And a three.
Hits him right in the back there. Is it going to be a Castigo?
A 3 and out.
Yeah, that's the 3 and out. Oh, wow. Well, let's hope Tennessee gets a touchdown here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Get these overs going, since apparently Baltimore doesn't want to contribute.
Where's Martin Riggs? Martin, where are you, son? Come and talk to me. Come and sit on my lap. Let me read your story. Come on.
I don't remember. I don't know if the Ravens were down 14-0 this year.
Well, this is what I was going to say.
They got Dix.
Yeah, they lost to the Browns really bad.
Yeah, but that was all blown coverages, wasn't it?
By the Browns.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember I was on the Ravens in that game, and the Browns stomped them.
Blown away by the
It
Browns.
didn't make any sense to me.
The Ravens only have 2 losses. They got blown out by the Browns for some reason, and then they lost, obviously, to the Chiefs.
Yeah, but that game against the Browns, that was like blown coverage central about 3 or 4 times.
Tim said Vegas is building another casino after this half.
Yeah,
I know. Isn't that the truth?
Amen, brother. If at 21-0, they're in deep shit.
We'll cash the over and the over on the 2.5 touchdowns and everyone. And I said the Titans to everyone that this game was going to be wonky. Everyone. But listen, I'm not singing yet because you know what can happen. The Titans team total, Jay, 26.5.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew they were putting points up. I just thought Baltimore would be putting points up too.
And they probably will. They're going to keep firing, aren't they? The only thing is, with Rabel, he will set traps now.
The kid dropped a touchdown too. Should be 14-7.
Yeah, and if you want to be like that, you could say that one of the touchdowns from the Titans was pulled out of nowhere.
And the interception off the guy's hands going in on the 30, it could be 14-all.
Yeah, it could be. Or 7-all anyway.
Yeah.
And Fam asked, what do the Ravens have to do to get back in the game? Stick to the run game or start throwing more? What would you guys think?
Throw it. I would throw it. But obviously, if you throw it, they're going to drop a little bit. That will give Jackson a little bit more space to run. But I think we're just going to see Emery now. Derrick Emery is going to be all over this defense now.
There's going to come a point in this game, though, where Lamar Jackson gets rattled.
Well,
Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill's been in this league a decade, man. He's seen it. He's seen it all. He's done it all.
Well, he is petulant. You know he is, because he was having a go at his own teammate, that lad Roberts, when he dropped the ball. He then had a pop at one of the defensive linemen on the Titans side. So he is rattled. But it wouldn't be great for the game if he's 21-0 down and he comes back. This is what the big test for him now. Jesus. Jesus, they had him. Oh, Schaff jumped ship. He's gone from the Ravens. He's gone over to the Titans now and hedged. He's hedged early. He's definitely hedged early. There's Brown. Bang. Derrick Henry. Tell you what, that offensive line has got some power on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, the left side is real. They got blue chips on the left side with Taylor Lewan and Roger Saffold, both two
big
excellent offensive linemen to run.
And they all shifted right as well. He's got 1v1 matchup down here. He's coming down here. Every day of the week he's coming down here. Oh, and pass Ed. Where's your flag? There's your Castigo.
No.
No Castigo. Looked like he was grabbing him, didn't it?
You think every play is a pass interference play.
I hate it, don't I? I think there is, though. Look, watch. Ready? Can you watch? But there, contact. There, Paul.
And you're on mute, bro.
Oh, how long have I been on mute?
Who knows? But it's been
But that's how much you contribute.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even notice.
Whoa.
Oh, I've been on mute for only 90 seconds. I remember I muted my microphone because the garage door was going off.
They needed that for the crowd. The thing is, 14-0, that's nothing in this type of ball game.
Well, I mean, the Ravens can put up 14 points in their next two drives.
You could, next 3-4 plays.
We got 3rd and 14 here.
They need to stop here in the worst way. This would be a killer. 3rd and 14, down 14-0. Let them convert.
They gave him time.
Yeah, they did.
That was a coverage, good coverage there. He couldn't find a receiver. So still alive, Jay, on your team total. I don't think it's implausible at all that they score 14 points in 10 minutes or 11 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, what are they going to have the ball 4 times?
If they get me over this team total, I might buy you dinner spread. How about that?
Oh, that's right. But he said the same to me.
Fuck you. I tried to sell you.
I tried 5 hours.
I tried to send you $150 worth of steak.
Yeah.
They told me no.
Right. You knew, didn't you?
Yeah.
You knew. You knew you couldn't deliver.
This guy.
You just got to give me that little inch, Jay, and I'll just give you a big cuddle.
Yeah.
I know. What the? That was a delayed laugh. What the fuck are you talking about? You all right, Ant?
The Flash said you just got to give me a little.
Would you have a stroke?
He's filthy, isn't he? He's wrong. He's wrong.
Dave Betts thought that was funny too.
Dave, why aren't you why don't you come and hang out with us on the show, you dick?
I think they can still win, Fathead. I'm not going to overreact to a bad quarter of play. I'm going off this season, the body of work that the Ravens have put together. Still one of the most explosive offenses that we've seen, and if they can get things going and start wearing this Tennessee team down, there'll be a little pressure on the Titans too if the Ravens start to mount a comeback. I don't think this game's over in any way, shape, or form.
Jay, I've got chicken in the pasta now.
Look at you. Look at you.
Can you see the chicken?
You're a one-man wrecking crew.
It's nice, man. So I instead of having one big dinner, I have 4 or 5 snacks a day.
Yeah. God bless
Josh
you.
Rogan says is all this dude does is eat. Jesus, seen him eat.
Every time I look at the fucking guy, he looks skinnier, but every time I see him on the screen, he's eating something.
Yeah,
I got to get one of those Costa Rica tapeworms. I mean, that's just.
I mean, God bless you.
Well, I was up swimming at like 9:30 this morning.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's the bedroom gymnastics, isn't it? That's what it is.
Dave Betts says that since we didn't schedule him, he's doing other things, which you guys can just read in the chat.
How dare you?
Kevin Taylor, Flash is going to need bigger pants. Don't wear pants, man. No need for pants.
Pants. The fucking guy's naked underneath the table.
Got me shorts on. Me World Cup shorts as well from Robert Prozanecki. Any Croatians in there, any football fans, soccer fans, they'll know. He was a Croatian captain. They're his shorts.
I don't even know how to answer that.
He's wearing another man's shorts.
No.
Ron Lofton says you think Flash is a stoner the way he eats.
No, I'm not. I'm just one greedy bastard. That's all I am. But I love good food. Good food. You don't see me have any fried food. And I've got olives, I've got onions there. They're my good ladies.
David B thinks that you had a baguette in your hand while you were swimming this morning.
That's my float.
I don't know, like I'm still full from what I ate before we came on the first game.
But I only have like a little bit now and again, you know. So I won't eat again until like tomorrow. Or I might have some olives, depending on how this game goes.
So the Ravens 3 drives, interception, turnover on downs, punt. So what are they going to do on this drive? Are they going to get some yards or what? Hey, there's a first down. How about that? There you go, Lamar.
Was it Lamar taking it?
Yeah. Sean McKay.
Sean knows who you're talking about. Yeah.
Red Star Belgrade.
Yeah, that's it.
Every time I go to bet Red Star Belgrade, they have some other name up there that I can't pronounce. There's a bunch of C's and Z's and bullshit.
Yeah, that's right. Because you don't speak their language.
How the fuck do you? How the fuck am I supposed to pronounce that shit, Flash?
I don't know. I don't either. Kevin Goat, Captain Obvious.
He's like,
tomorrow. No, that's not right. It's not obvious at all, Kevin Goretz, because I might eat in the second half.
And he's going to Seth Roberts again. This is if Seth Roberts becomes the number one option, this is not looking good for the Ravens.
It's very strange that he's just trying to stand and deliver, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he had a really high passer rating from in the pocket.
Well, why is he throwing it to a guy who's covered by 3 other dudes?
Well, obviously he's feeling a little pressure now. Obviously, we know that this is a big drive. They really need to put some points on the board and kind of regain some of the momentum of this game.
Paul Blakesley says, "Flash, what the fuck happened to Southampton today? Didn't Southampton win? They beat Leicester.
Yeah, they beat Leicester.
Great defense.
That's what I said on Premier League Punters. I left 4. Jesus Christ. Just had some electric shock right at my arm.
But what we think, they came back and beat the team that embarrassed them, the worst loss in like history, practically.
To be fair, Leicester deserved that 9-0, to be honest. It was against 10 men, but everything they shot went in. So anyway, I left 4 games alone today. I left Palace and Arsenal alone, and I was right too, because that came 1-1.
Well, I like that game.
I left Everton alone. They won 1-0, but I couldn't go near Everton.
There we go.
Southampton. Wide open.
Right before that play, Robert Kahn put in, he's great when they're wide open, and proved to be true on that play.
Yeah, he was wide open.
How did he get wide open, though? That's the thing.
That was prescient, Robert. That was very nice.
Who caught that?
That was Hollywood.
No, Hollywood.
No, it's Hollywood. Yeah. Robert says
there's over 22.5 long reception for Hollywood Brown. Martin nailed it. I told you that.
Marcus, yeah.
I said that was a good prop. As soon as Martin identified it, that's a great call by
Martin. He's going up in the ranks, that boy. That boy is going up in the ranks. He's still at the bottom of the ranks, but he's going up.
I don't know. I don't know why, but for some reason he only likes me on this show.
Yeah, well, that's fucking hell. There's no excuse for taste. You know what I mean?
I mean, can you really blame anybody for not liking me, Jay?
No.
No, you are a repulsive individual. And
oh fuck!
you give it one of them.
I don't know where Ant went. Is he here?
Yeah,
there he is.
Like, look at me.
You don't listen.
Well, I think Flash is funny.
I think Flash is a fucking riot, man.
What do you want me to say?
I think if he said the same thing about me, I'd be laughing too. All right, come on. The joke's over. You got to get in the fucking end zone.
I know. They've had two big plays, and they're still only halfway.
Yeah.
3rd and 6, man.
There we go. There's a big play.
I'm telling you, man. Andrews deflecting that pass to an interception is going to stop me from cashing this team total.
Don't call it yet, Jay.
I'll tell you something.
I love the confidence spread.
I don't think they're going no field goal here.
Kevin Garrett says time for another vodka 7-Up. Perfect rotation says laugh my ass off because Flash just made Jay snort.
He did, yeah, he did.
Well, Jay thinks it's funny whenever someone busts my balls because I've been busting Jay's balls on this show for a year.
And then Max comes on and buffs someone else's balls.
Yeah, I mean, Jay's been putting up with me on the shit for a year now, so
it's all good.
God bless him.
It's all healthy. It's all healthy.
God bless him. Well, back in the day, for the first couple months, it was just me and Jay doing this. So it's literally just the shows would be like 4 hours of me just giving Jay shit with no one else to interject.
Yeah, those were rough days.
Shut the fuck up, Jay. Those are some of our best times. We do Twitter headlines back then. We'd actually talked about stuff besides sports. It was kind of fun.
We could still do Twitter headlines.
I don't know. I don't know if we can do a 15-minute bit about that one story where the dude died in Los Angeles. Remember when we did that story on the news anchor?
Oh my God, bro. Yes, I do remember that story about the news anchor.
That killed a solid 15, 20 minutes.
That was some really funny shit, though. This guy can't catch a ball. I've never seen anything.
What the fuck was that?
Wow, bro.
I'll tell you another thing. They're not jumping it, you know. You know when he takes a snap, Jackson, the boys are sitting back and not letting him just go past with momentum. They're sitting there saying, okay, what are you going to do? If you beat us, there's 2 more spies that are sitting behind to make sure he don't get any runs.
Oh, hey, Jay, check out who made an appearance in the chat.
Who?
Our old friend, a guy who was an original supporter of mine and Jay's show.
My guy, Steve.
Steve Ross in the chat. What up, Steve?
That's my guy.
Nice.
Love Steve.
Nice.
I'm getting raped. I'm getting raped on this team total.
When Jay and I were talking to ourselves with 5 people watching, Steve Ross was one of those 5 people watching.
And then he's been missing in action at MIA.
Yeah, he's been busy. He's got a new job.
Good.
He is as authentic as a kegger as there is out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to him.
I'd like the Flyers to get a fucking goal in this Flyers Lightning game. Holy shit. Just tie it up 1-1 and give me a sweat, you know.
I'm going to drop 600 on this team total.
Dave Betts wants to know at what point do we just all agree that the Ravens suck and they're losing tonight?
Well, maybe
Yeah,
I wouldn't jump into that conclusion too early.
I'm getting close.
Oh, yeah. You're losing a bit of faith.
It doesn't feel right now, Flash.
Well, let's hope it feels exactly the same as the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow against my boys.
Tomorrow we'll be on 2:30.
Oh, yeah.
2 o'clock, my bad.
You got to go see that. You got to go and see that Chinese dentist, don't you? If you're 2:30.
Yeah, next. Oh no, Flash! No.
I gotta sit back in this chair for 2 more games tomorrow, man. I'm
poor fucking you.
No, I mean I'm gonna need like an ass massage or something. Holy crap!
Hey, whoa.
Anybody that wants to know, there you go. Tomorrow, 2:05 p.m. Texans Chiefs. You know who makes those graphics? Sunday, 6:30. Seahawks Packers tomorrow.
Did you
night.
make them? Did you make them, Jay?
Yeah, I made all these. We got you covered. We're up 130 units. I have to figure it out after early.
Yeah, it might be 128 or 127 after.
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
I got you covered with the over 2.5 touchdowns at plus 175 and over 17.5 points team total. I'm willing to see.
I'm the one that gave you the team total.
Well, does it matter?
Oh, look at that football!
Does that mean I don't get paid?
What do you call that? What am I looking at right now on the screen?
You're looking at a football-sized crab cake. Doesn't that look delicious?
Ugh.
This coming from the guy who thinks pasta, marinara sauce, and random meat is gourmet food, and you're going, for crab cake?
Bro, come on. You disrespect Italian cuisine. Like, you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about.
I don't disrespect it. I just bust your balls.
Jay,
every time I talk,
you need to move to Omaha and open a restaurant called Italian Restaurant.
The people who run that Chinese restaurant don't even speak English, man.
208 people, 209 people in the chat. We got 78 likes. What's going on?
Yeah, come on, boys. We got 230 likes in the first video. I would like to get 230 likes in this video. We're coming right back tomorrow. We had a great weekend last weekend, all 4 games. Little bit of a rocky start for me tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
It has been. Same here. Yeah, same here. I've been. I was real excited today too. Just
listen, bro. Nobody's perfect, right? I mean, if 60% is not good enough, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm taking it on the chin.
Dave Betts says, "Give me a winner and I'll click like." Until then.
Oh, how dare you!
Wow!
Oh,
wow!
He's a tough man.
How dare you!
They breed him tough in Coventry.
Coventry.
All right, Dave Betts, I'll give you one. Take Conor McGregor. Hit that like button, all right, buddy?
Oh, here he goes. Listen, he runs, mate. He runs.
Is it just me, or is Henry very good at this whole playing football thing?
Listen, bro, I think it might be time they just pull the trigger on the Titans at even money big. I'm getting close. I'm getting really fucking close.
Is the price still even money?
Oh, it just switched over.
I'll be back. And then see what I got in the fridge.
They go up 21-3 here. You think they go up 21-3 here? Oh, what the fuck? Number 77, you ignorant slut.
I think
he's only one of the best left tackles in the game.
That was such a crazy.
But one false start. One false start, and ready to get rid of him.
I mean, he started running off the ball, and everyone else is looking at him like, "What the fuck, dude?" I mean, there's those flinching false starts, but this dude was basically ready to go.
Hey, go big or go home, right? I mean, he
they're
wasn't going to let Tannehill get hit.
whether you flinch or not, it's a 5-yard penalty, so you might as well really false start the shit, right? Oh, look at that. Henry again?
Steve Overlay with a nice little joke that I won't read, but you guys could check out in the chat.
Oh, that's funny.
I think that's good, huh?
I remember the first time I ate crab cake. I'm willing to say it, but I'm too busy laughing to say it.
that was a good one.
And are you a Gold Star gay guy?
Huh?
Are you a Gold Star gay guy?
No, I had a beard in high school.
Okay. Because I saw like a 15-minute like news report on like Gold Star lesbians, and I was like, I gotta ask Ann about that.
My husband is though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like a complete jerk off. Anybody that tailed over 13.5 first half team total for the Ravens, I apologize. I lost 650 on it myself. We're up a lot so far in the playoffs, but this one hurt.
Fuzz Logic goes, what the fuck does that mean?
So unfortunately, I'm going to take that on the chin, boys. But we'll get it back. That's what I do.
Shaft says if it smells like fish, it's a fine dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a closer football game here. We get the chat back on track.
Hey, we have an opportunity here with the Ravens. Let's go. Watch them.
Man, I am
That's
really.
What says. They probably could. It could be a 14-10 half.
Man, first half.
What they need to do, they need to get our good old buddy Freddie Bolitnikoff down on the sideline and get some stickum on those gloves to catch some of these balls.
Paul Blakesley says Ravens score now and get the ball in the second half. That's a great point. The Titans basically dominating the game, and they could wind up going into halftime only up 14-10 with the Ravens getting the ball right back, and the Ravens could wind up being up 17-14, and we're all looking like assholes trying to throw them in the trash, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm yeah.
So,
man, I really thought that they were going to put up 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Oh my gosh!
What's that?
Aaron D says Titans are not winning this game.
It's still too early to be saying.
Well, yeah, we were just mentioning that, Flash. If the Ravens get a touchdown here, it's 14-10 going into the half, and they get the ball first.
Exactly.
So before we could be all pissing all over them, the whole half going, oh, Ravens shit, and they could be up 17-14 before we know it.
So, exactly. Plenty golf.
Whoa.
Kevin Taylor says he's disappointed you didn't change shirts.
I'll change shirts second half.
Jack Doombay, you could eat a gigantic bag of dicks because you're getting kicked the fuck out of this show.
Oh, sorry, mate. What's he saying?
We don't do that here.
Oh, yeah, that's a bannable offense.
Yeah. And this is literally the first person I banned. But, I mean, we just don't do that here.
Emery has 56 yards. Wow.
That's hate speech. Bring that shit somewhere else, bro.
Let's not bring it to attention. He's gone.
All right, Flash. Well, I took it on. Somebody took a gigantic dump on my forehead, and I just dropped 6. I just dropped 6
Hold
on that first half team total.
And hold on, you just got a dump on your forehead and you got your pants on?
Yeah.
But somebody did it. He did.
It fell from the sky.
Don't you normally got to pay for that?
Let's have a look.
All right, we're really off the rails. Let's hope the Ravens come back, and we can start capping some football here in the second half.
Oh, always leave it up to Greg to be the straight edge one that gets back on track. Now, guys, none of that off collar nonsense. Let's get back to the point of the show.
Yeah.
Big. I'll tell you what. It's going to be a big drive, this, isn't it?
How are the Ravens all the way back on the fort? Didn't they? Wasn't that touchback?
Yeah. Did he not illegal block him or something?
I don't know. Oh, there's a foul on the punt return. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh no! 2-minute warning.
Is this the worst the offense has looked all year?
I've watched
Defense.
Ravens multiple occasions, and I don't think I've seen them look this bad.
The Niners held them to 14. It probably didn't, or 17. It probably didn't stand out as much though because they weren't scoring as well.
No, didn't they win the game 20-17?
Was it? I thought it was 17-14. You're right. It was probably 2017, but it was a low scoring game overall. It just because it was so close, you didn't notice as much.
Cleveland Browns game, yeah.
Yeah, that was all blown coverages, though. I'll keep saying that.
Well, they looked pretty bad in the Kansas City game until they came back and only lost by 5.
Man.
Oh, there's a commercial for the Acura NSX right now. That's kind of a sweet looking car. I wouldn't mind one. Hey Jay, could you PayPal me $200,000?
Sure.
Well, I mean,
you want that in singles or 5?
Change. He wants it in just like change.
Yeah, I mean, any way
okay.
you want to PayPal me $200,000 so I can walk into an Acura dealership and just buy one of those outright. I don't want to find
100%. Let me know. You want that in quarters or nickels?
Oh, I just assumed with PayPal you just electronic send it.
Yep. I'm sending it now.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Brad B, you get your props. You were Brad B, you capped this one right so far, it seems. Heather Lane says Ravens have not won a game this year when losing at halftime. I mean, it's a sample size, right? How many games were they down at halftime? Like 3?
Exactly. It's a great test for Lamar Jackson. It's a great.
Brad says, fun watching you guys. Just started. Great job for real. Thank you, Brad. We hope you come back. Come and hang out with us any day.
And press the thumbs up button, please. And subscribe. Press the red button, subscribe, ring the bell and get alerted anytime that we have a show.
Eric Crouch,
before
likes
Donnie gets here, I'm going to go throw up. I'll be right back.
Good man. Yeah.
Eric Crouch keeps reiterating that Lamar Jackson's very, 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 very overrated.
What's up, CEO Hot? Thanks for joining us this evening. Keebler Harden, a new guy in the chat, said it was raining hard in SF, so the low score got overlooked. That's a very good point. Thank you, Keebler.
Ooh, did he get that first down, or is he going to be short?
Short. Look short.
That's going to be a close one. That's going to be a close one. We need a touchdown from the Ravens before this.
They give it to him. They give it to him.
All right.
They might have to have another look. Is that Ingram out? Yeah.
Heather Lang gets fired up. I like having Heather in the chat.
Yeah, she takes it personally though if we don't want to bet on the Packers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. When Jay tells me the Giants are a hot garbage team, I don't take it personally. I'm just like, oh yeah, well, my Giants are hot garbage.
Hurricanes.
Although
Hurricanes
Heather
up
will like
1-0.
this, I was on the Packers money line plus 200 the last time they played the Vikings. So, I mean, we don't always show.
Chris Brady. Yeah. Chris Brady explained his rationale. It's basically a team that smashes through the regular season and falls short. Seen this story before. He only trusts teams that have actually been in the big moments.
Well, might have a point there.
Yeah. And you know what? The funny thing is, most of these guys were in the chat before the game espousing these same opinions. So it's not like we can say, well, it's easy to say this right now, halfway through the game because most of these guys were in here saying the same things before the game started. So definitely give their opinions some respect here.
And
Jeff Billings, the Sixers are doing well.
Looking back years ago, you had the Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers were 15-1, got knocked right out of the playoffs. They come back the next year as like a 10-6, 11-5 wild card team, win the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. The year when they were
hated that game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they were vaulted as the best.
I was on the Seahawks in that one.
Oh, you're on the Seahawks?
I lost. Yeah, I lost a pretty penny on that.
3rd and 16. Wow.
I'm sorry. That game was like one of the first games in a long run of me not losing any Super Bowl bets.
Oh, I'll remember that come the Super Bowl then, because I haven't got many right.
That started me off. Like I think this was like before I got really heavy into it, so I was only betting like sides. But I think I won like 7 years in a row on the Super Bowl. But I'd only bet like maybe 5 or 6 games a year back then. I didn't get super into betting sports until about maybe 6 years ago is when I started getting way deeper into it. But, I had a buddy who had a bookie back then, and I'd just be like, oh, yeah, put this on the Super Bowl for me. And I think it was like 7 years in a row. But I was taking dogs, So
Roberts looks like he could be out. Ingram out. Come on, Willie Snead.
Well, want to know what broke my run? It's funny.
Which game? The Falcons?
Yeah, the Falcons, when I had the Falcons plus 5.5, and they were up 28-3 in the third quarter, and not only lost the game, but failed to cover plus 5.5.
Yeah, that was one of my few recent Super Bowl victories. Hollywood Brown with the nice reception. No, and I turned it off, and then I had people texting me to turn it back on. I checked Twitter, and I said, oh, wow. I thought it was over.
Oh, my God. Isn't it crazy?
I mean, yeah.
Well, if you just go back into history of the Super Bowl, you can look at like teams that were 7-point favorites and higher. Not only don't cover, but they'll lose outright more than they even win the game as a 7-point favorite. It's actually really crazy the number of like 7, 8, 10 huge favorites in the Super Bowl who've lost it outright.
Is that Willie? Is that Willie? Is he gone over?
Yeah.
Is that Willie?
I don't know if he's over, but that was
you got 3 timeouts, you mother cunts.
Hey,
I think that's Willie.
And some fun trivia. Do you know who the first winning quarterback as an underdog was in the Super Bowl? They covered a big spread.
Joe Namath.
That's right. Your favorite player, Hall of Famer Joe Namath.
I just like busting Jay's balls because he's got a huge boner for Joe Namath, and I just use data. And
well, so did half of New York at the time.
Well, yeah, he won that Super Bowl, but putting him in
the Hall of Fame, the White Will.
Yeah, putting Joe Namath in the Hall of Fame because he won a Super Bowl is like saying Trent Dilfer should be in the Hall of Fame because he won a Super Bowl.
I mean, think that's a little. I think that's.
Hey,
that's an exaggeration.
No spread. Go look at Joe Namath's numbers, and I'm not talking about his numbers versus nowadays. Okay, I'm talking about his numbers even for the time were bad or mediocre. His win-loss record is like 500-ish. I mean, he was a very mediocre quarterback.
So is Eli Manning.
Is that another sack?
I don't propose. Yeah. I don't propose that Eli Manning should be in the Hall of Fame just because I'm a.
Well, of course he shouldn't be. He didn't even have a plus 500 record.
Eli Manning. Yeah, like Eli Manning was an average quarterback for the majority of his season, and they go, "Oh, well, he won those Super Bowls." Well, first of all, the Giants' defense won that first Super Bowl against the Patriots, and the dude got a football stuck on his head on that miracle catch. I mean, that wasn't Eli Manning's amazingness as a quarterback to win a game 17-14.
We're going to have to start having a look. Stop going down memory lane, and let's look at the second half props.
Well, I got to wait till halftime to look at the second half.
It's still right. There's only 28 seconds to go. 28 seconds to go.
Well, we got 28 seconds to fucking wait.
He just got dick, though, didn't he? He's out of field goal range now as well. Wow.
Well, that makes it a little bit closer. We should call timeout here.
Right, yeah, right on the number.
Oh,
wow, that's a bad spot.
Well, they got another down to go.
So 14-6. Tell you what, the old 47 looks a little bit better.
Hey, how about that?
They've gone from their own 3-yard line, Jay. He had like 3rd and 22. And he found it open wide. Well, I'll say wide. It's down the middle. Ingram out. Roberts looks like he's out. Willie Snead went over, Jay.
Nice. Tucker can hit from 60.
What? He caught that. He caught that.
I'm going to throw up that I didn't hit this team total.
He fucking caught that.
Wow.
Woo.
Who was that?
That was Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Fucking hell, what about that? One-handed grab, catch, balance, everything. Strength.
Yeah, that was just a beautifully athletically done play.
Yeah, great football.
DeAndre Polk says every time Titans are in 3rd and 15, they give it up. LMAO.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a touchdown right here. How nice would that be?
Yeah, 24, bang on for the 47.
Yep.
And effectively could come out second half and be 17-14 up. And then all them people who are doom and gloom merchants.
They are going to kick a field goal.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Of course they are. Yeah, of course they are. Sorry, I didn't look at the clock.
Kevin Taylor says Carolina won 2-0. Yep, they must have got an empty netter. Hit that -1 on them. Oh yeah. The Flyers did lose 1-0 though, so I lost on that. I made a smidge of a profit on the NHL there.
So going into halftime, do we think this is kind of a situation like the Colts used to do when they would take all that time off, when they would clinch early, and now that they're kind of back out of practice mode and back into real football competition mode, we're going to see the Ravens team that we expected, or did we just cap this game wrong?
Well, no, I don't think we have, because the bit obviously, but I'm on a different side to you, or a different thing, because we haven't even seen Umri, and he's had like nearly 60 yards. But Baltimore get the ball back first, right? So effectively, this game could be 14-13. The alarming thing for me is the Titans have took their foot off the gas and given up 4, 5, 30-yard plus plays, which is like, wow, why have you done that?
Yeah. Yeah, and if you would have told us that they were going to hit 4 30-yard plus plays, we would have tried to hit the team total over 20 in the first half, right? So
yeah.
Donnie's here. Let's get his breakdown for halftime.
Oh man, what a terrible half for the Baltimore Ravens. I had the Baltimore Ravens -5.5 in that first half. I mean, they're one of the best first half teams in football, period. And boy, did they lay an egg. But credit the Titans, man. They did the job.
They didn't come out.
Vrabel's looking pretty sharp right now.
Took it on the chin, Donnie. I had the team total over 13.5 in the first half.
I mean, you look at the way the first half goes. They get their first drive, and on a 2nd down and 9, he throws high. If that ball, doesn't get tipped and whatever, they might continue that. And then the 4th and 1, which they haven't got stopped on the 4th and 1 all year. They get stopped there. So what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I have Tennessee a team total over 17.5 too.
Yeah, that should be able to get home because you're going to see a lot of pressure.
The question becomes, Donnie, they're down 8 at the break. Do we see, like Spread just said before you hopped on, do we see the Baltimore Ravens team that maybe needed a half to get their shit straight after the bye, and in the second half we see what they've done all year? Harbaugh has a chance to make some adjustments, or do you think Tennessee's playing well enough to win this game?
It's really a good point you bring up, because when you try to look at, scheme management, usually the Ravens are up at the half, so they can continue their ground and pound. They can work off of play action, but you're down a touchdown at the half. So what happens if the Titans don't have to bite so hard and say, well, we'll let you get those yards? And also, you're looking at Andrews, who isn't healthy, your top tight end. It's apparent. And then you're also looking at Mark Ingram now running around the sidelines with a injured calf where he has the warmer on it. He's not going to be there. So now you're leaning on 2nd and 3rd string tailbacks and your 2nd string sort of tight ends, and they can sit back. Because if you're down at the half and the Titans go, we got to press, we got to blitz, that's where Lamar Jackson eats you up. Now you can sort of sit back and say, all right, we'll give you some of these short throws, beat us. And it doesn't look like he's been able to do that yet.
Well, what about the fact that the Ravens played probably the worst half of football they played all year? It is 14-6, and they're getting the ball first. So it could literally be, if they go for 2, it could be a 14-14 game after their first drive. So does that kind of make you want to take a peek at their money line? I mean, it's only, 130 now?
No, you're right. I think that makes a lot of sense, because I think we're trying to bury the Ravens like it's 21-3 or 24-6 or something like that. It's a 1 touchdown game with Lamar Jackson, the MVP of football. So you're right about that. And their defense is really good. So I don't know if they'll give up another 14 points, but it's not like the dam really burst through.
I'll tell you, Tannehill looks good though.
He does. Look, what a great play call after the 4th and 1.
He doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ann, what do you got in the second half?
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
All right. So the Ravens, our second half spread is -9.5. So that's telling. Total is 24.5. Team totals, I'm looking at 16.5 for the Ravens, 7.5 for the Titans. The money line for the full game, Titans, I'm looking at +120, and the Ravens actually just moved up about a nickel. I was staring at -135. Now I'm staring at -140.
I've got the Baltimore Ravens at +100.
What is the Ravens second half
game?
What is the Ravens second half team total?
Wow. I got 16.5 with juice.
That's what I'm looking at, 16.5 also.
Bro, 9.5? They're a 9.5 point favorite in the second half.
So I got -7, -135.
They're still a favorite to win the game, Jay. Yeah. If they're down by 8 points, they got to be -9.5 because they're still a favorite to win the game.
So the book says that John Harbaugh makes the adjustments. We see the Ravens that we've seen all year long, and they win this game. I mean, that's what the book is saying.
But it's also saying that the Titans are not going to score. And wow. Oh yeah, but Baltimore have just gone -120.
You're looking at the
I actually
quarter at 9.5.
As soon as I saw the line drop, while you guys were still talking, I already grabbed the Ravens money line.
What did you say, Donnie?
Third quarter is 9.5 as the over.
You think it gets there?
I think it does, because if you're the Ravens, you can't just hang around. Like, you got to start, pressing the issue, which is good for both sides. Because even when you saw in the 49ers, the 49ers got that 10 by themselves. Even Minnesota didn't even help out at all. It's not that many points.
You think the Tennessee team total gets there over 7?
That's a tough one. That's going to be a tough one there, because I don't – man.
Well, we just need one touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you think they're good for in the second half, Donnie? A touchdown, that's it?
For the Titans or for the Ravens?
For the Titans.
It's hard because it's gonna contemplate on what the rate. Let's just say again, you come out in that first half where the Ravens get the ball and they get a first down and punt. The Titans are going to go in all of a sudden preservation mode, like you saw, because look, they didn't really light it up in the first half. They were given short fields to work with and punched them in with some really nice catches. So that's a tough one. I actually lean more towards the Ravens team total than I would the Titans in the second half.
So what is it, 16 and change?
Yeah, so you're looking at 17 points.
Wow.
So basically, they say 9.5. Titans. I think the Titans get 10 points.
I mean,
Derrick Henry's going to be running this ball.
They look sloppy though, don't they? Don't they look sloppy, Baltimore, right now?
They really do. No, they're dinged up. It's pretty clear. They're dinged up. And you're also talking about, Lamar Jackson, when we're used to seeing him, like 17 to 21, hitting those pinpoint routes. His ball's been fluttering tonight. Tennessee's playing well. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we know how the weather's like? Do we know if it has gone a bit wet? Because there's been a few drop catches.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm going on NFL weather right now again just to get some updated looks. But they're calling fourth quarter again, 65 degrees, 12-mile-an-hour winds, and no rain. So it looks like there's not even any chance of that.
Okay.
I can honestly say that I don't have a fucking clue what to do.
I mean, what the best way that I could play this game, looking at it now, if I wasn't just waiting for 3.5 points on the over and 1 touchdown on the over at 175, I would say you've got to take the Titans points plus 9.5. Second half, that's.
No,
So
I
you're
agree.
saying
I
that
actually
they-
agree with you, Flash. I do.
So the both of you are basically saying that the Titans win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Because I haven't seen, like, again, if we got full blast Baltimore, like, I'm going all in, but they didn't look all that good. At all in the first half, and a couple guys nicked up and banged up.
Yeah, I agree. If there was a look that I would take, I guess I would have to take the 9.5 points with the Titans, which is crazy that the three of us are saying the Baltimore Ravens lose this game and Tennessee beats the Patriots and Baltimore back-to-back weeks.
I already bet the Ravens money line, so
I can't fault you for. It's only 8. It's like they come out second half punching a touchdown. It's going to be popping in that place.
What I'm looking at here is, the Ravens played, like, I've watched the Ravens this year plenty of times. Other than the Browns game, this is the worst they've looked all year. Yeah. It's an 8-point game.
Yeah.
You don't normally say one possession could really set the tone for the game, but if they go 3 and out of the half, that's big, man.
Yeah, but if they get the ball first at the half, if they get a touchdown and then they get that 2-point conversion, it's 14-14, or just say they just kick the extra point or whatever, it's 14-13. Are you telling me you're not going to feel good about having a Ravens money line at, like,
if they score a touchdown in the opening possession of the second half, you're feeling good about the Baltimore Ravens winning that football game. Yeah, I agree with that.
They've moved the ball. They've gotten some big plays. It's just they had that dumbass interception, giving the Titans a short field, and then they did that turnover on downs, and the Titans got a busted coverage and threw that bomb for a touchdown.
So, Donnie, we got 240 people in the chat. If you were going to bet one play in the second half, what do you think?
One play in the second half. Boy. Like, if I'm going to say the Baltimore Ravens are going to be the Baltimore Ravens, it's almost correlated. If you're going to take the Baltimore Ravens over 16.5, I think they're going to win the game outright,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Man, it's hard. So which way would be more comfortable is what you're saying? Is it going to be 9.5, or do you take I actually think the Baltimore Ravens have a better chance to win outright than the 17, I guess, whatever you would have with regular juice, which means they would play good defense. Yeah.
They're only down 8, right? Theoretically, they could shut the Titans down, and all they have to do is score, 14 points to win the game.
Yeah, you know what? It sounds ridiculous because I agree with Flash, because I can't fault you for taking the opposite way with the Titans, just saying, look, Ravens scored 6 points, so they're going to have to score even more than that just to cover your total in the second half, and you're going to have to shut out the Titans. But if you're looking at Baltimore as the best team in the NFL, they're only down 1 touchdown,
Yeah. What were you going to say, Spread?
I was going to say the biggest surprise for me so far that I took out of the first half was Lamar Jackson's inability to make plays with his feet.
Yeah.
The Tennessee's really schemed him well, and if they can continue to take away that aspect of the offense, I don't know how the Ravens stand a chance. So be interested to see if Harbaugh and Greg Roman can go ahead and figure out some ways to get Jackson more involved with his feet as well as his arm.
But you can see that Vrabel's at 100%. Sorry, Donnie. But what they've done is they've not dived in and then they're beaten and they're out of the game. They've kept him in front and said, go on and beat us. And if you beat us, by the way, our two spies are going to come in and they're not going to give you the big play. And that's what they've done.
It's hard to tell without the all-22.
I think
hard to tell without the all-22, but it looks like there's two spies.
I think you can only play this game two ways. You either take the Baltimore Ravens right now minus 130 on the money line, or you take the 9.5 with the Titans in the second half. I think those are the only two bets that you could make in the second half.
I would take the 9.5 then with the minus 110 because you're figuring they're probably not going to win by 1 point. So why would you lay that juice? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're actually limiting your juice if you take or even if you just take -9, minus 118 at 5 dimes, it's less juice. And you're figuring, if it's 8 points, they don't get the 2-point conversion, and you're saying, all right, well, then they got to kick a field goal. But you're so far down the line trying to look and say, well, they're only going to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. There's going to be a lot of possessions that are going to mix that score up. It's probably not going to be a 1-point game, so I would limit the juice.
And also, we know that Derrick Henry's going to run.
I think that I know everybody hates narratives, right? But I would say the narrative going into the second half of this game is they're only down 8. They get the ball to start the half. They're the best team in the league. How do you not take a minus 130 on the money line or minus 9.5 in the second half? Could we all agree that's the narrative?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Well, I don't feel good about this at all.
Yeah, I feel like I'm forcing it because I think the Ravens 9.5 makes sense, but this isn't like a 21-17 game where it's like, oh, the Ravens look good on offense. They didn't look good on offense at all. Man, shit.
Yeah, I understand why people are saying, give me the Titans plus 10 in the second half.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it.
What about the total in the second half combined? 24.5, which essentially means you're probably going to have to draw around 4 touchdowns to get that. Because, 25.
Well, I like the over going into the game.
Yeah.
What was your read on the total going into the game? I like the over 47.5 once it dropped. What did you
I was leaning towards the under, but that was prefaced by saying the Ravens would dot 30 points and the Tennessee Titans wouldn't score. It's almost like the complete opposite.
Right.
I'm gonna go a little bit on the under 24.5 here. Not a lot, just a little bit to get some action.
All right. Under 24.5.
That's what I'm going with here.
Wow. Tennessee Titans
quarter line.
Yeah.
So does that mean you like the under 9.5 in the third quarter?
No, because I actually think the Ravens. I think the Titans are going to play it a lot closer to the vest in the second half. So I'm going to look and see if the 7.5. I don't know if the Titans get over 10 points in the second half is what I'm playing here.
Well, Donnie, FanDuel is hanging under 10.5 third quarter minus 135. You think we see more than 10.5 points in the third?
I think you might from the Ravens end of it.
They just kicked off.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got that, not for a lot of money there, but the under 24 was minus 115. So I'm going to play on that, and we'll see this is exciting, man. It's great when you don't really have a great feel and you try to play it out, and you only have, 10 minutes to play it out?
Yeah, well, listen, bro, we start tomorrow at 2:00, an hour before. If you want to come and hang out for half an hour, I'll send you the invite.
No, definitely, man. Good luck on your plays tonight. That's just I love coming on talking to you guys football, man. It's the best time of the year, man. It's good stuff.
100%.
Yep.
All right, Donnie, we'll talk to you tomorroll.
All right, boys, take care, man.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Later, guys.
Later, Donnie. Go Sixers.
Yes, amen.
Okay, here's the drive.
Starts with a what? A
Starts
drop.
with another drop pass.
Unbelievable.
Yeek. How do I need to go drink some more beer?
Yes. This is the first time that we've had Donnie on at the half where I don't really feel good about anything. in the second half of this game.
No.
I got to just sit back and see if the Ravens come back a little bit and I think they win the game, maybe I'll hop on them. Or if the Titans get up maybe one more score. And
even at 21-6, Jay, even at 21-6, it's only 2 scores and 1 2-pointer.
There goes
but
Lamar.
They're sitting on him,
right, Lamar.
But they're sitting on him. You see the boys just shift across to make sure that he doesn't break out.
Yeah, I mean, it was still a 9-yard gain, though.
No, but at 9 instead of a 35. You watch him shift across. Here, look, he comes on late. Look, here he comes. Look, there he is. They're not giving up the 30 yards. They're saying, all right, you can have your 9.
But what we do know, Flash, at 21-6, is that they can't stop Tennessee from scoring, and they're going to continue.
Yeah, and I would say they're probably at 21-6, they can't afford for the Titans to go and score again.
Right.
So then that is basically
Later, Steven.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
All right,
did he get it?
Be good, bro.
Did he get the?
Yeah, he got it. Thanks for hanging out, Steven.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
Yeah, hopefully you can be on with us tomorrow.
Jesus, it was like Houdini there.
That's the play Kirk Cousins doesn't fucking make. Fucking piece of shit, Kirk Cousins.
Not many do. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no, I tell you what, this might come back. Because his knee was down before he jumps. There. See? They've given him a good spot there. Maybe they're just going to let it go.
I mean, Jackson doesn't look good at all. He should have nailed that throw, bro.
Man.
He's gone to Boyle twice now, hasn't he? The tight end.
Boyle tried his darndest to get that ball, but oof.
No,
He should have caught
Bill Polian's. Bill
Boyle
Polian's
doesn't-
probably the happiest person of all the people watching this game.
I wonder how windy it is, though. Because there seems to be that there's quite a few catches that seem to be wobbling. Sorry, balls that are wobbling on the catches.
Yeah, DeAndre Polk says that wasn't a drop. That was just a bad pass.
Yeah, way out in front, yeah.
Yeah, that one was. That one was. I mean, so now it's going both ways, right? Jackson's not throwing the ball well. When he does, the receivers aren't catching it. They need to get Ingram in this run game involved to kind of slow this game down. They can't afford a turnover here. Who's got this down? Ingram just carried the ball in that last play.
Was it? And he's had that
It was a nice game,
that
too.
machine on him, hasn't he? He's had that vibrating machine on the back of his calf.
Yeah.
Boyle.
Backup tight end down with an injury. I'm glad that's actually a tight end and not a lineman, though. I think that's easier to work around.
Chevy.
Robert Kahn says, didn't we establish the guys have to be wide open? That's funny.
Yeah. It's really interesting, though, the way
Hey, you know what I'm really curious about, Ant? What do you think Eric Crouch thinks of Lamar Jackson? I can't figure it out.
I don't know.
Are you on the fence? Are you on the fence with that one?
I'm not sure what the real Eric Crouch thinks, but the Eric Crouch in our chat says he sucks.
I think Eric Crouch is really Bill Polian.
I don't know. I have to ask the real Eric Crouch what he thinks, but I don't know.
We'll head down to the car dealership and find out.
I mean, I don't know. I met him a couple times, but I don't know him.
You ever met Frazier?
No, but my friends met him a few times. Says he's a fucking prick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, yeah, literally can. Yeah, he literally cannot stand Tommy Frazier. Like he's,
That's funny.
you know, diehard Nebraska fan. You know, he's my age, has fond memories of those 1995, 1994 national championship teams. You know, we saw Tommy run, and he literally cannot stand Tommy Frazier because he's met him a few times. He's like, that dude is the most arrogant jackass I've ever met. He's living off, you know, it's like, it's just, yeah, he hates the guy. And I'm like, oh, wow. Michelle Matson says he is a washed-up has-been a-hole. Eric Crouch says Tommy Frazier weighs 400 pounds and is a drunk. He has gotten fat.
Is 400 pounds heavy?
For for a
Yeah, what would it be, like
quarterback.
40 stone, Ant? It would be about 40 stone.
Wow.
Yeah, Tommy Frazier spends most of his time on Twitter now talking shit about Scott Frost.
Wow.
There's that.
Brad B, calm down. Ravens win and close or cover. Really? Okay.
I mean, I hope you're right. It would be nice to get a game right, because hasn't been the best day for your hero in the bottom right corner.
Zero.
Well, you can't go
Let's see.
5-0 every day spread.
Yeah.
If you did, we'd all be millionaires.
Mark Andrews
Hey,
is
there
in.
you go. Let's move those chains, guys. Move the motherfucking chains. Let's go, Ravens.
Oh, if he's down, this could be bad. Okay,
no, he's going to get back up.
Okay.
He's going to get back up. Get back up. There we go. Brown's back up.
Yeah, he's going into the tent to get checked for a concussion.
That was a nice little Mahomes throw there.
It's easy to pass that concussion protocol. If they go, do you see stars? You just say no. You're good to go.
No, it's not.
Did you ever get concussions when you played, Jay?
Yeah, twice.
I don't know if I did. I know I got my bell rung a few times. Although they say now getting your bell rung is a concussion, so I don't know.
Come on, guys. Adoree Jackson is an underrated corner.
But
That's about the third great play he's made.
Jumped underneath it.
All right. Yeah, that was a good play.
I love that. And
You can't play better defense than that on a corner. You can't.
Yeah, he's committed.
Eric Crouch wants to know Rob Riggle's real name. He's talking about you, spread.
Yeah, he is.
Have you ever been called Rob Riggle before? Now that he mentions it, I definitely.
Yeah, they go. Look, the spies again. He normally goes for 20, 24. Oh,
yeah.
There's some flags.
Titans probably call this offense the KGB with how many spies they got.
No, it was a legal block from the offense. This is coming back. Was it? Oh, it was holding. I saw him at the top of the picture.
D. Favor says the script is in. People wake up. The NFL is rigged.
Well, let's hope it's rigged for the Texans.
Yeah, because everyone would just stay quiet about it, right? Like Antonio Brown would have never mentioned it.
People always say, "Oh, the sports is rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged."
No sports rigged. How can you rig it with so many individuals?
Yeah.
Is Premier League rigged, Flash? You used to play it.
No, it's the most competitive league in the world. You have to look at the integrity of the people who run the game, of the players, the manager.
Yes.
Whoa, there he goes. Go, you motherfucker, go. Yeah.
There goes the first time he broke him.
He broke one. That's what we needed to see.
Yeah, you know what happened there? He came up. The spy came up and got caught.
Pink Guy Genie says, if there are referees, the outcome is predetermined.
Oh, here he comes. Look, he come up. See, why did he come up? 54.
Boop.
If he don't come up, he probably loses or he gets sacked. Bad decision, that. That's exactly what they've been saying to each other.
Matt says there are plenty of refs/players that bet and have other interests in play. A lot of people accuse that of when Clete Blakeman referees games. They say there's a lot of suspicious activity in his games.
Timeout.
Do you buy into that, Jay?
That somebody. What do you mean?
Do you think Clete Blakeman's rigging games? I know you've had to have heard some of that suspicion because a lot of people think his games are suspicious.
No, I don't think any NFL game is rigged.
Did they just get that timeout off then, or is it what happened there? Was that not a delay game?
No, apparently not.
It's bringing it all. Wow, that was 20 yards over.
Steve, that's what we're here for.
So Steve, the great thing about doing this show, Steve, is I never actually have to hear the announcers because I got my earbuds in and I'm talking to my friends. And Flash.
Wait till Steve hears Booger. He thinks this is bad.
Oh God! You know that's the funny thing is all those Booger sucks, all that shit, all those memes about Booger.
Yeah.
And I still don't know what Eno was talking about because I've never heard him.
You never heard him? Yeah.
No, I'm doing the show with you guys. I don't listen to Booger McFarlane. Oh. I mean, my earbuds are in. I'm not listening to the announcers, so I have no idea what everyone's talking about with Booger.
Big 3rd and 2, this.
I think they missed Ingram on that play.
Yeah, they're going to be a little short. Do you think they go for it or kick a field goal?
No,
I mean, they go for it.
Yeah, I mean, the odds of them getting it if they go for it is like well over 80%. You're talking like inches.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds of them making it's probably higher than just kicking the field goal.
Looking like an InfoWars chat right now. I think it's like most of the chat thinks this place is rigged, thinks this game is rigged. Unbelievable.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if the NFL is rigged or not, but I do know that Epstein didn't kill himself.
Okay.
How many times do they like fall within the spread though? It's scary how good they are.
Well, when you think of the fact that the majority of NFL games are one score or within one score, so the majority of the spreads are within one score, just when that come out that way.
Mm.
You know, it's like, oh, gee, it was within 1 point of the spread. I'm like, well, 15% of the games land on 3 points. So if it's a 3-point game, there you go.
15%?
Oh, it's close to 15% of all NFL games land on 3 points.
But that's not a lot, is it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's only 1.5 games in every 10.
Yeah, that's a pretty high percentage. With that exact outcome, yeah.
Right.
Then when you add in the percentage that land on 7, the percentage that land on 6, the percentage that land on 4, and the percentage that land on 10.
No one ever says 5, do they?
Yeah, that's yeah, but I'm like, you're heading close to 35% of all the outcomes in the game land on one of those exact numbers.
Mm.
That's why teasing through 3 and 7 is so important. Pretty much,
yeah.
You pretty much collect 30% of the possible outcomes in the game. So are the Ravens going for it? I want them to go for it. I want more teams to go for it on 4th down. I'm tired of all this bullshit.
This is not even a go for it, though, is it? This is like inches. This is inches. I would be shocked to my boots if they don't get this.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there's hardly any percentage chance that they don't get it. It's got to be like a fumbled snap.
Yeah, you're looking at like over 80% easy that they get it. It's just you have to go for it. The problem is too many coaches are pussies and they don't. Oh, what if I don't get it? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, well, what if the fucking kicker misses the field goal? little bitch and go for it. Come on, John Harbaugh. You're my man. Do it. I mean, whether they make it or not, this is the right decision.
Quick snap.
Wow.
God.
Wow.
That could have been the game right there.
Wow.
They didn't get off the ball very fast on that one.
Well, they got crushed.
Yeah, they didn't get off the ball.
I mean, you look, they all took him in, and he took the wrong option. He rolls out the other side.
He should just like leaped over or something, maybe.
Flash, those boots are shaking.
That's a good one.
Yeah, nice one. Mr. Stubby, we like him.
Triple K Marine says stuff like a Baltimore crack pipe. Brad Hanson says,
I'm
"Amp, why
gonna
you
steal that one.
jinx it
Triple K's
for?"
not in the chat.
115 thumbs up already, gentlemen, and obviously ladies. We're seeing a lot more different names tonight. We like
Love
it. We like, of course. All right, let's see what Derek's got. I'd like a little bit of the old fake handoff here. Roll out. Oh, Jesus.
Joe Borowski says the over is now officially dead.
Never dead with this quarterback. They could hit 21 points they could hit 21 points in the fourth quarter. He can throw it the length of the field. Just a second ago, he started on his own 3. 4 throws later, he's like 3rd and goal.
Man with the plan says people still don't get it. People will always be asleep. If you never hung out in conspiracy theory type forums, being asleep is definitely something they like to basically. That's conspiracy theorist lingo, isn't it?
Did you see Opiate's comment?
For some reason, there's a British guy on this live stream, and I like it.
For some reason.
I'm sure Flash. I'm sure Flash hears this a lot, but people usually are pretty shocked when they find out that someone with a British accent actually knows something about American football.
He's gone. He's
there
gone.
he goes.
This is
Oh yeah, there's my team total. I'll be very shocked.
Yeah, that should be at least I'll hit my team total.
Yeah.
Wrong one that I had a lot of money on though.
Don't matter, mate.
Pink Eye Genie says, sure, he's not Australian.
No, he's not Australian.
Those are kind of, I don't know, like those accents don't really sound similar.
I suppose, yeah, some do.
Yeah.
So was he down at the 6? You're anytime Derek Henry. Why have we got split box? Just show live, man. Fucking idiots. Down to the 3. See, now this is 4 down territory for me. You don't go 17-6. You go 21-6. This is. I'd love to see what Vrabel does here. 2nd and goal. You've got to be 4 down territory and get the 7. Because if you lose it, what are you doing? Giving the ball up on the 4 or 5 yard line?
He's got 133 yards with seven minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, it helps. He went for 60 there, didn't he?
He's pretty good at this playing football thing, isn't he?
Yeah, all my props were Henry this afternoon. Oh, he's coming off the side for you. Oh.
Why are you not running Derrick Henry 4 downs in a row?
I know, exactly.
From the 3 yard line? I mean, these play calls are a joke.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to complicate it.
The Niners didn't complicate things in the second half earlier, did they? C. Favor says the script was wrote weeks ago, like this is WWE.
Yeah, even in WWE, Vince McMahon changes it on Monday Night Raw a lot of times.
Oh my God!
What a play!
What a fucking play! What a play call by Mike Vrabel. Wow.
Put it on the board, Jay. Put them both on the board. Over 17.5 team total. Over 2.5 touchdowns at plus 175.
Yep.
And Willie Snead.
Woo!
There's that fucking Brit.
Yeah, you're welcome on that team total, by the way.
Hey, team game, son. Team game.
Now wait, I gotta type all that to SBR.
Sorry about that.
All right, hang on.
Oh, you finally get the type.
Sorry about that.
SDR. All right.
No, we cashed plays in the first game.
Yeah.
Titans
Sacks. We did the sacks in the first game.
17.5 team total minus 120. What else did you have? Titans.
Oh, right. Titans over 2.5 touchdowns plus 175. Over 17.5 team total. And Willie Snead over 16.5 yards.
At what price though?
Willie Snead minus 105.
Robert Kahn says Ravens most overrated team ever. Nick O says this got to be the biggest upset in the NFL playoffs. I mean, maybe this year, but I mean, I could think of some Super Bowls that were much bigger spreads than 9.5.
Right, I'm stretching my legs, and now I find myself cheering on just pure points now. 28. What we want? We want 20 points.
Yeah.
Yes. Luke Shaw's gone for game over. Still not so sure about that, to be honest. I will tell you what, though, the 9.5 at half time is now looking good, though. That's 16.5.
How much time is left in the third quarter?
Oh, bundles.
A little over 6 minutes.
Yeah. The big thing now, and it's great for any sportsman watching or sports fan watching, is how does Lamar Jackson come out of this? Does he come out of it? Yeah, Chris Reese, I agree. I love that everyone there is saying game over. It's not game over because they're 21-6 up. 2 touchdowns is 22-21. Baltimore Ravens win.
You got to remember, it was right around this time in the third quarter that the Texans were down to the Bills 16-0, and the Texans, what did they do in that game again?
Exactly. Let me stretch my leg. But the thing is, Ravens are still only 2 scores down. And they can get that in 4 or 5 plays.
Aaron D says Vegas is eating good tonight.
What a play call. What a great play call.
I wonder what Henry anytime throwing touchdown was from Tim White.
I would not want to be a policeman working in Baltimore tonight.
I'm awfully thirsty right now, Jay. So I'm going to go get.
How much do you think the prop would be that Derrick Henry has more touchdown passes than Lamar Jackson?
Like plus $1 million.
No.
Definitely would have been very, very tasty of a prop.
You got to be kidding me.
Well, that's not going to be good for Titans ball. Lamar Jackson is getting upset. Candle Sir says, all right, can we all agree now that the game is over? Remarkable Gaming says, it's so obvious this is rigged. Nico says, really, I'm getting on the rigged bandwagon. DeAndre Polk says, I'll say it again, fade the public. Well, you knew they were just going to give it to Henry there, didn't you?
Mr. Stubby's with the Bill Polian comment that maybe Lamar should be a wide receiver.
Matt says, why would the NFL want the Titans to win? That's a good question, Matt. Why would the NFL want the Titans with Tannehill to win when you have one of the biggest stars in the game on the Ravens?
Wow, that's a cool list. You guys see the list on TV right now?
Yeah.
My old buddy John Riggins, Eric Dickerson's on there, Fred Taylor, a wildly underrated running back.
Derrick Henry's just about to go
Terrell
over him.
Davis.
Yeah, but he got his little Super Bowl MVP, right? He's pretty well known. I think he gets his proper accolades.
Yeah, I think Terrell Davis is probably in that 5-year period where he was just really good. To have a long career though, it was pretty short, but
yeah,
that little window where he was in the league, he was probably one of the best running backs of the league there. He had a 2,000-yard season, didn't he?
I think so. I know Dickerson did. Dickerson did his second year.
What's the markets here? Because they might overreact here, and Baltimore have got to throw caution.
Oh, I mean, the Titans are massive favorites right now.
No, but plus 20, plus 18. There might be
I mean, they're about to go up 28-6, so you're
that's
going to.
what I mean. So I tell you what's not dead though. The old 47's not dead, is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You think it's dead?
No, I was
want two more. Yeah,
it's not dead.
Give it to him again.
Wow, you didn't get in. Third down.
But yeah, it's a third down in inches. He's going for this is 4 down territory. This.
DeAndre Polk says public lud Vikings and Ravens today.
That's cool, Slugger. That's a cool story.
To be fair, the public pretty much is always on the favorite. And when it comes to the Vikings, they're a very popular dog because they beat the Saints last
Chris Brady, 47 isn't dead. I know that, my lad. I know that. We're cheering it on because these Titans are freestyling at the minute. By the way, how long did
Brand Russell says Ravens backers are shocked. That's pretty much what you're getting from me. I'm sitting here in a state of shock right now.
This was 9.5.
Yeah, I thought this was open and shut case. I thought we had a fatigued Tennessee team going against a clearly superior Baltimore team, and
2 weeks off as well.
Basically, yeah. I mean, nothing that I called today was right. And
watch 29.
I know the chat.
Oh, what you
doing?
doing?
To say the chat's declared this going to be over about 4 times, but this one actually kind of feels like it.
But we got the 47 though. That's what we're going for now. We're up to 34. I cannot believe he didn't get stopped here.
Do you
Look
think
at
this
that.
Titans? Do you think this Titans team's a sleeper? 9-7 Super Bowl team, maybe.
Oh no! I listen. I hope they play the Texans get through.
Ugh, Titans Texans. That'll be a dream matchup.
But I said that. I said that earlier on today, and everyone was like thought I was a clown.
The live total is at
No,
50.
Sam. I'm a Patriots fan.
Farshad says, "Don't be surprised if the Texans beat the Chiefs tomorrow too." I mean, I'm never surprised if the Chiefs lose in the playoffs. So
Wow,
I have
what a game by this Tennessee team.
And then what about the 9.5? What we said at halftime?
The live total's at 50.
Yeah. Would you go under? Would you go under, Jay? That might be a good spot, you know.
28-6 is 34.
They're going to be 6. They're going to run the dog off it now.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns gets us over our 47.5 team total. I think that we could definitely see 2 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah.
They can't stop Derrick. They can't stop Derrick Henry. Yeah, I'm talking about us getting over our total. I wouldn't touch the 50 over or under probably right now.
Right.
I think that we're live to get over the 47.5 though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bang on, isn't it? 48.
Yeah, everything went right except the one bet that I slammed was that fucking team total over in the first half.
You know which game that I think I completely overrated that caused, because whenever I lose, I always try and figure out why did I handicap this game wrong? What did I miss? And I remember I was on the Titans when they played the Saints, and I was, thinking, okay, it's a great spot for the Titans. And the Saints beat them, and I don't think the game was as close as maybe even the score indicated. And that made me think that the Titans had made their run not against the top teams. That a team like the Saints was a class above the Titans here. Kind of chalked up last week's victory just to the end of the dynasty of the Patriots and them not having any offensive weapons. But really got to give the Titans credit here. They've, against all odds, overcome all odds, and great coaching job from Mike Vrabel all the way back to his decision to, right now it seems pretty obvious, but his decision to go with Tannehill early in the season really turned the season around for.
Jay, I know it's always like wise after the event, but when I was doing this game, obviously I went plus 340 Titans money line because I said at some stage Baltimore will be they could be in front. 91.5 yards, Derrick Henry. Titans 2.5 touchdowns over 18.5, but we got 17.5. Later 9.5 points, so to get 9.5, and Henry at 500. Fucking hell, and Willie Snead at 105.
Yeah, Flash, you nailed this game. You just pretty much a lot of the things that you talked about when we were prepping for the game came true.
It was all keeping him in the pocket and not letting him run, because how many times does he have 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and he goes for 25?
Yeah. Right. And that's happened one time tonight.
Yeah. And what happened? The spy jumped.
Yeah.
And he went past him as if he weren't there. You got basically, it's like in football. You're a defender up against a winger. Don't dive in because you make it easy for him. He'll go by you. If you stand off him, he's then got a decision to make.
Right. And you got to give credit to Vrabel for implementing this plan. There was a successful scheme and then getting his players to buy into it because,
Without a doubt. And as the game's gone on, they've got more and more confidence.
Targeting.
Oh, that's a bad call. That's a sympathy call.
Oh yeah, it's nowhere near it.
Yeah, it was. His shoulder.
Yeah.
He didn't leave with his helmet.
No. Yeah, good contact.
That wasn't on the tackle though. That wasn't on the tackle then.
Yeah.
Illegal contact.
Hefe said that they're using the blueprint of Jimmy Johnson's defense against Vic in the 04-05 season. You know what? And if you've got that's what this is a great game, right? You can go back 20 years and find schemes like that and re-implement them today. So I mean, if Vrabel said that in the post game, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And the question will be: is this going to create a blueprint for teams to use next year going against this Ravens team?
Yeah, keep him in the pocket, make him beat you with his arms, and then just take away. All right.
What a failure of a year for Baltimore if they get ran out of their own stadium.
And not just run out. This is a blowout.
I mean, you're the number 1 seed and the consensus best team in football, and you get beat. You're down 28-6 in your first playoff game.
But what was their win total preseason? 8.5 or 9? I mean, I definitely think they've exceeded expectations for their season. Just it fell flat. But if you're a Ravens fan or the Ravens organization, you have to feel good about the way your team's going into next year. It is as much of a gut punch as this game is to, me. I just put a couple $100 on it. I can't imagine what it's like for the guys who invested their whole lives.
Well, I on the very first show I did on Jimmy's show when I came from England and I landed in Costa Rica and we did this the NFL show, I said that my best value throughout this early on first game week 1 was the Ravens to win their division at 4 plus 300, to win the AFC at 14s, and to win the Super Bowl at 33s.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
And here they are. Fucking off.
Good. Dude, I love the chat. They're always helping us out when we're throwing this stuff out in here. He says that they said the same thing about using Jimmy Johnson's plan last year. The Chargers did the same thing. That'd be interesting. I don't remember that last year. I definitely don't remember watching the Anthony Lynn press conferences. So that could be why.
Titans are currently 12, minus 12 in this game. Really? Even if they get a 2-point conversion, they're still going to be up 14. Sam, I don't really get that question. Hey, Flash, how much are betting on the Baltimore Ravens? Eric Crouch says the Ravens still win 34-28. I'll tell you what, it must be late in the day somewhere. Jesus Christ.
I mean, is it possible the Ravens win?
Well, of course it's possible because we said earlier on, this team can score 3 touchdowns in the final quarter.
Lord Snozzy says, absolutely not at this point, though. Their morale's crushed.
But if they get, will they go for 8 here, do you think, or will they just get the 7? Because they've got to go for 8 at one stage.
They might just go for 7 until the final stage. Because then if you go for 8 early and miss it, then you have to keep going for 8.
So with that theory, you would go for the 8 with the second one then? Because if you get it, then you just go for the 7. If you don't get it, it gives you another opportunity. Is that right? That is right, yeah.
It's 28-6, 28-13, and 28-20. You go for it on the last one, you would think, wouldn't you? I don't know what the chart says, though.
Flash is the Benny Hill of handicapping. Benny Hill was a wrong un, Mr. Stubby. What's going on there? Show some love. Anyway, perfect rotation. How was that blunt that you were smoking about 3 hours ago? I bet this game's not half as painful as it has been for some others.
Yeah.
Farshad Hassami, if the Ravens win this game, I'll donate my blood. Are you saying that they want your blood? Have they been ringing you up asking?
Well, I mean, they pay you for that, though.
Yeah, you get $40.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much? A pint, or you have to give them a certain amount?
Yeah, you give a little blood, they give you money, I think.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want
you
your
definitely
game.
get a cookie.
I never
definitely
done
get
it.
a cookie. I know that.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. It's almost when you're like smashing one out and all the old semen donor. You know what I mean?
Oh no. I would much rather I'd much rather give blood than donate to semen, because the last thing I need is 25 years from now.
Society would rather you gave out blood than semen.
Oh wow.
I think that definitely says, yeah, Baltimore's not coming back now.
Jersey Jinx says game over.
Well, I mean, I think we could actually agree at this stage of the game that the game's over.
Great
right?
hands again. Look at that. Great hands.
Thank you, Nuke. It was a rough day for us, but we're soldiering through here. And guess what? Tomorrow's another day, and we can come back at it. And Flash can count his money, and the rest of us can try and figure out what we did wrong and make some adjustments and try and make some winning plays tomorrow.
Listen. I got all my money just on Tennessee's performance, not on.
Yeah,
I didn't factor in how bad Baltimore were going to be. Yes, I thought that Tennessee could win the game, which is obviously against the grain. But oh my God,
they know it's going to him. How do you not just say, "Hey, let's stack the box and try and stop them"?
Hey, so does the end of the Patriots dynasty not look as imminent now? If this is what the Titans did to
no,
right?
it is.
Because the Patriots had a chance to win the game.
It's
Patriots
over.
had a chance to win, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they're putting a stomping on Baltimore right now.
Yeah, let's hope the Texans do the same tomorrow. I'll be dancing in here. Absolutely dancing.
No, Ilya Katz, and that's the great stuff about the chat, right? You guys come in here, you give your takes, and then you guys are all doing it before the games. We talked about it pretty much on the Thursday night show and the Friday night show. We've discussed these games. A lot of you guys put them in beforehand. So when you come in and say, I told you so, we definitely give you credit, because we do remember reading out the same comments where you're touting the Titans.
Their whole game plan the Titans have been, let's make sure that he stays in the pocket and doesn't get out, and force him to throw it, and we'll jump all over him. Obviously, no Ingram for large parts. Roberts drops a few home bangers. Andrews hasn't been a factor.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Riggs, Flash finally wins. I know, mate. I know. It's like, what are we on? Week 18, and I finally found a winner. But I know you're so pleased for me.
I mean, blind squirrels find nuts eventually.
Exactly. One swallow don't make a summer. But obviously, if you, yeah. I've heard them all before. Shaft, Titans already beat the Chiefs this year. Do you mean
Very
the Texans? True. The Texans have already beaten the Chiefs this year? Or did the Titans beat them as well?
Yeah, the Titans did too at home. Actually, I was on them plus the points in that game, so I was pretty happy about that. I remember that game. That was a fun trip for me. I was up in Reno that weekend.
RB Fern, don't let this game affect your thought process on the Chiefs bet tomorrow. Kansas City at -9.5 is lovely. Deshaun Watson, come on, baby, light my fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
What a tune. I used to have all their albums.
Hey Sam, you got to give me a little while to lick my wounds and evaluate my process before I give you a pick.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Yes, I do, Derek. I do play golf. I wanted to become a professional caddy when I retired from soccer. And I've done British Open qualifying 7 times. I've done Euro Pro. I've done obviously all the South region events, Challenge Tour 1 event. So yeah, I love my golf. My son had a scholarship for golf in South Carolina.
Heather Lane says, y'all were so wrong about this game. We're up 130 units. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, Heather, where's me love, girl?
Serious...
Heather, where's me love?
Yeah, Flash wasn't wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even.
There's no need for that. Martin Riggs, what's your record then? My record's been really, really good this year. I think I smashed most Monday nights, and if I didn't, it was because of the last. I think I was really only beaten once. Oh, 3 onside kicks beat me, Martin Riggs.
Yeah.
But most Monday nights early on in the season, absolutely crystal balled it. Absolutely smashed it. Yes, Andrew Wojciech. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I hope I haven't insulted you. The Doors, yes. I used to have maybe 4 of their albums, I think. I used to sit there and just listen to them. I think I was listening to them anyway. Third and 4. Hey, take that. Next up, LSU. There's 2 more games there. Come on, Sumner. Next up, LSU Falls. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Troll, quit your crying. Put your clown britches on. Who's he talking about? Triple K Marine. I think it's going to be 3-0. I don't like the over 3.5. I'll tell you, Man City win 2-0.
Heather Lane says, "I'm not slamming the show. I'm just saying maybe y'all wrong about the Packers too."
I've been on the Packers all year, Heather.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Flash loves the Packers.
Only once this season I went against them, and they smashed me. The one time, do you remember, Jay? That was when you was on the Packers, Jay. Oh, he's muted himself.
Yeah.
The Vikings game.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was the Viking game. Jay and I took the Packers on the money line.
Kirk Cousins' nightmare year, wasn't it? That was the nightmare of all nightmares he had that night.
Well, I just thought it was crazy to give me plus 200 on the Packers money line at that spot, so I took it.
Yeah. And you never had a moment's doubt, neither.
Nah, I didn't really have to think twice about it. I said, "Oh, plus 200 money line."
The 76ers, were they not up early on? The Golden Knights are getting beat again. Come on, Golden Knights.
It's not my day today. Regression hit swift and quickly on me today.
Sam Bell says, "Hey, Anthony, are you picking Tennessee Titans or Baltimore Ravens, sir?" At this point, I would say the Tennessee Titans. It's a 28-6 game. I did bet the Ravens on the money line at halftime, though. That doesn't look like it was very smart.
We're even Barry Bonds had days where he went 0 for 4, though, Ant.
Yeah, this has been kind of a shitty day because the bet that was a slam dunk winner that I gave out, I accidentally bet the opposite side of. So I'm like, wow, the one where I was going to win turned out to be a fucking loss because I accidentally bet that over instead of the under on Kirk Cousins, and that's going to like piss me off for a while.
Yeah, I just have no tolerance for people that like break your balls. Like I could lose 50 units in the month of February and the show would still be up 80 units. Yeah. Settle the fuck down. Today doesn't feel good though.
Nah.
Yeah,
back-to-back games where we kind of didn't do very well. So of course it's not going to feel good. Normally, if we start off with a bad game, we make it up in the next game. Or if we had a really good game on the first one, then maybe we'll have a bad game on the second one. So it might balance out. But today was just two straight shit shows.
Kevin Taylor says we can't even blame the champagne today.
Yeah, well, can people even blame me for buying that? It was $1 a bottle.
Fucking right.
What's on? I mean, it regularly retailed for like $6.98, and I got it for $1 a bottle. I'm a bargain shopper.
Quick pivot over to this Bucks Blazers game. Gregory Wilson says once Whiteside was said to be out, I hit his points over 29.5 as soon as they would have no length. Exactly right. Their only player now over 6'8" is a player they called up from the G League 2 days ago. So yeah, no length at all against a pretty big Bucks team. So
Trexley saying and drinking outdated champagne. I actually had a buddy, one of my best buddies. He bought $6 packs of this beer that was absolutely horrendous. It was also at a Walmart. It was like this lime flavored beer. It was like this weird off-brand beer. It was like this weird lime flavor, and the Walmart just reset their liquor aisle, so they weren't carrying this kind of beer anymore. And they put it on clearance for $6 pack. And he's like, "Oh, that's a great deal." And he bought every 6-pack. So there was like 7 of them, and he wound up throwing half of them away because we just couldn't drink it. He kept trying to force us to drink the beer, like whenever we go out or whenever I go over to his house or whatever. We go to the tailgates or whatever. He'd be like, "Hey, I got this beer." I'm like, "Dude, seriously, again?" He's like, "Man, we got to get rid of this beer, man." I'm like, No, man, I'm not drinking that fucking shit. And he literally wound up throwing away like 3 of the 7 6-packs he bought because he just couldn't stomach it anymore because it was so bad. But it was $1 6-pack. So what are you going to do, right? Derek Link asked if I ever drank Costco beer. No, I haven't, but I should get a Costco membership. There's one kind of like right by my house. You'd think I'd heard. Whoa, look at that move Lamar did.
I know, as I say, that would have been so exciting if this game was closer.
Yeah, did he?
That was just
you say that, but they are only 3 scores down, and there's like over 13 minutes. If they go in now, and there's still 12 minutes with 2 scores to go.
I know. If this was a 28, 21 game, that would be amazingly exciting.
I would be jumping out of my chair right now, but
that's a gift, guys.
Losing has me sedated.
Yeah, that's going to be turned into a GIF. It has to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fantastic play. Derek Link says that Costco beer tastes like Bud Light after tastes Miller. It sounds terrible, Derek. You're not endorsing it. He says it's trash. So, yep. Ugh, not endorsing it.
So you think Seattle have got the best value for us?
Tomorrow at plus 4.5?
No, on the money line.
I think they're capable of winning the game, although it's going to be a task to go to Lambeau Field.
Yeah. And what's the weather going to be like? Baltic?
It's cold.
I could check.
It's Green Bay in January, so yeah, fucking cold. I don't even have to look that one up. Fucking cold. But I think Seattle can win the game, but I still think Green Bay is a better team, and Green Bay will probably win, especially having that home field. But I don't want to lay the 4.5.
21 degrees, Flash.
Oh, that's practically balmy.
Baltic.
Well, Fahrenheit, Flash. That's like negative 70 degrees Celsius.
Oh, okay. What's that? So it's like -7?
No wind.
Hold on. I'll Google it real quick.
I'm looking at it right now.
No, I want the conversion. So 21's Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Touchdown, Ravens.
There you go. And it's game on.
It's negative 6.1
Wow.
Celsius. So cold. Yeah.
And is there any life coming back into the chat now?
Well, I mean, if the Ravens force a quick 3 and out and then get another touchdown, then we'll have.
But you say that it's 12 minutes to go. You wouldn't be. Listen, you've seen worse things with 4 minutes to go. Never mind 12.
Oh no! I mean, they're still definitely a massive underdog to win the game, but it's definitely looks like they actually have a chance now.
Yeah.
Versus, earlier when you're like, yeah, there's.
Well, we're up 40, so now we need 7. I'm going to go for the 2.
Okay.
Yeah, my over should be a win.
Yes.
That fucked us. Now we need 2 scores.
Yeah, why'd they go for 2 now?
Because if they get it, yeah, exactly. But they always needed to get an 8. So now they just need to get an 8 twice.
Yeah, that was my point. Is like now they got to keep going for 8. And if they would have, I don't know.
The only downside now is 1 touchdown is 47. But again, with 12 minutes to go, any score. I mean, I tell you what puts this to bed: just a field goal from the Titans.
Yeah. The Titans score again. It's done. And with Henry, I mean, a few people in the chat have already mentioned it. They're going to run Henry down. Henry's going to just get another touchdown. So. Jake the Degenerate has a take that's inaccurate in my opinion, but everybody has their opinions. He says Harbaugh sucks as a coach. A few questionable plays cost his team the game. I think a few questionable plays probably. I don't know, but Harbaugh sucks as a coach. Seriously?
I know. In the regular season, they were 8 from 8 on 4th down. 8 from 8.
Tell that to his Super Bowl championship that he won. That he's a sucks as a coach.
Boy, these takes are coming in hot. Seahawks can't play in cold weather.
I think that John Harbaugh is one of the 3 best coaches in the National Football League.
Yeah, I mean, one game's not a referendum on your overall coaching ability.
Oh, hi,
Give
Jay.
credit to Mike Vrabel, right? Mike Vrabel stepped up today, but that doesn't diminish Harbaugh in any way.
No.
Give credit to Mike Vrabel for getting his team ready to go.
And his team actually executing. And the
way these games are set up, somebody has to lose, right? I mean, just because someone loses doesn't mean they're good at it.
Would it be interesting though, the Titans versus the Texans, if that is the championship game? Because then you have the old Houston team versus the new Houston team. Because obviously we'll never get a Ravens versus Browns NFC or AFC championship game because that would require the Browns to actually become a moderately competent franchise. Do you see those people from Hawaii who are big Ravens fans came all the way to Baltimore to watch this game, and now they look sad. They flew half a world away to watch their team get stomped. Kyle Pucklow points it out pretty good. I lost a bunch of money on the Ravens tonight. John Harbaugh must suck as a coach.
That's funny.
Andrew, Eastern European last name, says Tannehill is 80 passing yards and they're up 2 touchdowns. LOL.
Ravens will score again, but we need them to get 8.
It's the same thing that happened against the Patriots. He had 72 yards in the game.
Yeah. He had less than 100 yards last week, too. But when you got Derrick Henry running the ball like that, turnovers giving you a short field, right?
Tim White says, "Nah, that's a bad take. If Andrews doesn't drop that catch, this game is a completely different story." The chat's on fire today. This is one of the more volatile chats we've seen in a while.
This is definitely talking about teams raising their level for the playoffs. The chat's raised their level tonight too.
And yet we've only got 126 thumbs up.
We got conspiracy theories. We got people putting us.
Derek
on
Link wants to live bet a
team.
Netflix documentary. Derek Link wants to live bet a Aaron Hernandez documentary.
Oh, when does that debut? Doesn't that debut this week?
I don't know.
The Aaron Hernandez one debuts on Netflix this week, I think. I don't think it's out yet, but I know they were advertising it. It comes out this week. Farshad says Seahawks barely scored against the lonely Eagles, and it was cold in Philadelphia too. Yeah, I think
it's cold in Seattle.
Probably win the game. What?
I mean, it's cold in Seattle. I mean, it's
not really, dude.
We're just on fire tonight.
No, like it doesn't.
I mean, for me, it is.
Yeah, there's a
I think
difference.
It's freezing up there.
No, my brother, my brother lives in Seattle, and he's come to. If he comes down here during the winter, like he's like in shock, because
really.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between
well, you have snowstorms on your commute, so I mean, I guess that's
well, yeah, but spread. There's a huge difference between it's like 32 degrees, sure is cold today, versus it's 5 degrees. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'll retract the chat's on me. I'm gonna go ahead and retract my cold weather comment about Seattle, and we'll just chalk it up to me living in California.
Yeah, Farshad points out freezing cold in Green Bay is not just cold.
Derek they're all over me, and I'm gonna go ahead and retract that comment.
Have you seen that list again? Derek Henry's gone to the top of it.
Ooh, Derek Henry's good.
Yeah.
He's really motherfucking good. This is big though. If they can, no, they didn't stop him. Never mind. I was gonna say this is a big 3rd and 1 if they stop him and force a punt.
They caught him on the op there. They thought he was going back in the backfield there.
Perfect rotation, roasted. Yeah, settled down.
Yeah.
Cali weather is always perfect.
No, I'm like proud of myself when I wear like shorts in 45-degree weather.
Oh, that's pretty standard. By the end of winter, 45 degrees feels balmy. It's really weird. Like the first day of the year, when it first gets like in the 40s, you're like, holy shit, that's cold, because you've had summer all year long. Or I mean, you've had summer for all those months, spring and summer, so you're not used to the cold anymore. So when that first 45, 40-degree day hits, you're like, wow.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to roll out Tannehill. It was too obvious.
That wasn't.
How many points is he on, by the way? We could have cleaned up tonight if we'd have just had some bollocks.
Joe says Lamar's going to cry in the car. Oh, go ahead.
Jesse wants some good movie recommendations after this. The Joker's on Blu-ray now. I enjoyed that movie. Jay said Gemini Man was terrible, or Gemini. What was that Gemini movie you watched, Jay? He said sucked.
Yeah, Gemini Man.
Okay. Yeah, Jay said that was terrible, so don't watch that. Derek Lee says League of Their Own.
Oh,
A League of Their Own is always a good movie to watch. I can always recommend that one. It's a fantastic film.
Matt says Tannehill with the late hit for the over rush yards. He'd already chalked that up as a loss. That's gone over 19.5. Go on, the boys, still cashing. Come on. Any live bet ideas? What is the target? What is the total? Still 40 what?
Ara says I'm stuck big. Yeah, I'm
Wait till
stuck
tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. We got a whole new day. Yo says Lamar is going to cry in the car. The question is Lamar going to call KD while he's crying in the car? That's the real question we got. RB Fern, of course, doesn't just like come in here with hot takes. He always backs him up. Russell Wilson's career in games between 21 and 40 degrees. 13 starts, 28 TDs, 12 interceptions, 63% completions, 97 passer rating, 2.15 TDs per game.
Is his best touchdown rate in any temperature range. Like, what Google search did you have to do to figure that fucking thing out?
Listen, but I love all that. I love that he's took the time out. He should be rewarded with coins tomorrow.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what website has that temperature range data for quarterbacks? I want to know where that website is. That's freaking amazing.
SDQL. It's SDQL.
Martin Riggs says, Flash, do you like Green Bay tomorrow? Yes, I think I do. So get yourself on Seattle.
Chris Brady wants to know if Russell Wilson is a winner. I don't know. Ask Peyton Manning. He pin slapped him by like 8 touchdowns in that Super Bowl.
What are the Patriots going to do? Tom's finished, right? Who are they going to take? They say they're going to take Justin Hubert.
Wouldn't you like to have Garoppolo right now in your back pocket?
No. I'll tell you what they need. They need 2 wide receivers for Defo. 2 proper ones as well. I'm talking about trades.
Oh, Chris Brady was saying, I know he's a winner. I wasn't asking. All right. Sorry, Chris. The way it was typed out, it looked like it was almost a question.
Yeah, so you put, so is Russell Wilson a winner?
Oh, yeah. It's so Russell Wilson is a, yeah. I misread that. Sorry.
I agree, Ara. I mean, they played the Titans better than the Ravens did, right?
No, Ara, come on now. The Patriots were finished for weeks and weeks and weeks. They went to Miami and got beat. They were like not putting up good plays. The defense and the special teams got them through most games. Honestly, they were a shambles. I called it in week 3 or 4 and said, look, there's no way that these go anywhere near the Super Bowl. And they're my team.
And here's the thing with Tom Brady, too. Like, he looked like he lost a bit of it, right? And the thing is, at that age, it just goes quick. People forget, like, Peyton Manning set touchdown records the year before he was benched for Brock Osweiler and had to retire for sucking.
Yeah, it's Kev Taylor. It's Flash on Kansas. Just for you, ain't that? That's just for you, that one.
That motherfucker. No, I appreciated that, Flash. Like earlier today.
Whoa. Let's just take Ara up here. Ara Melikian. Early in the season, they were the best D in the league. Let me tell you now, they weren't the best D. They looked the best D because they played against crap. Honest to God, they were nowhere near. Yes, they were good or they were above average, but they weren't a great D. They were just better, so much better than the offense. So, no. And as far as they didn't have the weapons and they haven't got the pace, and now the young ones have had to come in my opinion, obviously. And I'm happy for other people.
Rich G says, if the Titans beat the Patriots, Ravens, and Chiefs, do we just hand them the Super Bowl trophy? That might be the most impressive resume for a road to the Super Bowl. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that would be more impressive than that. So,
what the Titans have
that's
done?
a good point there, Rich G. Yeah.
The Giants, when they won that Super Bowl against the Patriots, went on 3 straight road games.
Right.
And then beat a 18-0 Patriots team. That the Steelers, I think, did it also, didn't they? The Steelers and the Giants kind of did it. They're like the first teams to ever do it. I think they might have been the only teams to ever do it. They did it like back-to-back years or close to back-to-back years when the Steelers beat the Seahawks.
So he's going to punt here, and then we've got 6.5 minutes of Jackson to get us some points.
Do you think they get what a miracle it would be if they got 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions and
took us into overtime?
Yeah, and won the game.
Wow.
I mean, a boy can dream since I have that play on the Baltimore money line that I made at halftime that I'm now feeling like a jackass for. Jason, you should have told me not to bet it before I bet it.
You did it pretty quickly.
I wanted to get the best of the number, and I did. I got it. It opened at halftime at -130 on my end, and it closed at -140. So I got the best of the losing number.
So let's have a little look. So the Patriots need 2 wide receivers. They need a tight end. They need 2 tackles. Defo. Gilmore one side. I reckon they need 5 players. Sam, what are you talking about? What am I saying?
Richie says Titans get major respect after this win.
Yeah, of course.
Viral Video wants to know what the soccer play for tomorrow is.
I've gone with Man City win to 0. Watford and Bournemouth, both teams to score. But you have a look on our European service, there'll probably be bundles of games over there.
Yep. I don't know. If I was going to bet that Man City game, it definitely that win to 0 is probably the most intriguing.
Is it 120? Isn't it? Plus 120?
Yeah, it's definitely the most bettable way to get on that game. That's for sure. I never lay goals, so at betting the win to 0 would probably be the way I would go. I like the draw though. I'm just enticed on the number on the draw in that Watford Bournemouth game.
Well, yeah, but both teams to score brings in 1-1, 2-2.
Oh,
it just
2-2
means if
with those 2 teams, like they don't got that much.
Watford has scored 2 goals in the last 4 games, haven't they? Oh no, they drew 1-1 beat Wolves 2-1. What did they draw? A 1-1 away at Sheffield United.
Oh man, what would a 1-1 exact score prop pay out? I bet that pays out pretty good.
650.
Ooh, that'd be enticing. Those exact score props are really fun when they hit.
Bush Wilder's just popped his little head. The Hup gone positive vibes. Here we go. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
I like those positive vibes. Look at all these sad Baltimore fans. It makes me sad to see all these sad people at the stadium.
Farshad, Man City wins 3-1. Stop that, Farshad. We want no ones involved. 0.
3-0.
Here he goes. He's launching it and throw it away.
I still don't understand how in the motherfuck Man City ever lost to that Norwich team.
Oh.
That team is fucking terrible, and somehow they beat Man City. Just absurd. Okay.
Here we go. I mean, do we even? I mean, if we get the 8 here and it's 28-20, and there's like maybe 2 possessions left, are we going to start getting?
Well, I mean,
squeaky
they got to
bums
get a fucking first down first.
It's 4 down territory, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very true.
Baltimore only got 1 timeout.
So Snead is the 4th. That's what it says. Snead the 4th. Like, Jesus Christ, come up with a new name for your son, guys. 4
William.
generations of the same goddamn name.
It'd be William, though, wouldn't it? We're going to do MLS betting next season, I believe, Matt. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I do. Both teams to score. Over. It's true, isn't it? There's a few teams that have got a bit more defensive now, though. Seattle were the first team that started doing it.
Flash, if you started watching MLS, you would lose your love.
I have watched it. I watched it for years.
You actually?
I watched it because I was scouting to look for some players.
Oh, okay.
I found one of the young boys. In fact, the lad is Jordan. He played for Seattle Sounders. I forgot his name, but he's done really well over the last 3 or 4 years.
I can't stand it. It's such a trash league. When you watch the top European leagues and then you try watching this MLS bullshit, you're just
it's completely different. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just so.
But the MLS is like played on artificial pitches as well. So the challenges, the balance, it's for ball players, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather watch a game between Norwich and I don't know.
Oh, I get you. I know. Yeah, I get you. And the other thing is, if the team goes up 4-2, the game might end 5-4. Then the discipline just goes right out the window.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the funny thing is, it's like a 5-4 game isn't that entertaining to watch in soccer. That just means there's literally there's no strategy or defense. Yeah, it's just teams playing trash.
Okay, so Jackson goes down. Here we go, Jay. We're going to start coming alive here.
Oh, Jay can type in the chat, but he can't converse with us. I see how you are, Jay.
You guys are so educational. I'm just sitting back and listening.
You learn more by listening and talking, Jay.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That was like a knife in my heart. I can understand if he aimed that at you, Ant, but no, not me. Oh, he didn't even turn around. Boyle's had a fucking beast.
Oh man. I'm reading some of these messages in the chat.
I have a question about a message in the chat.
Listening to you guys.
Rich G says Cowboy is a sacrificial lamb for McGregor. Go, Jay. Opinions.
I don't know. There's so many MMA aficionados in the chat. Heather Lane says, yes, I'm on Cowboy. I like him. I honestly believe he can't get through the first round without getting
jumps him again.
If he can get through the first round without getting knocked out by McGregor's left hand, he will wear McGregor down and beat him. That doesn't sound like a female. Yeah, I said that like a week ago. I think Conor wins. I think Conor
38 yards tonight for Jackson rushing.
I bet Conor already -200. I have a lot of money on him.
You got to better the number. Isn't it like 300 now?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I got it at the open.
I mean, is he going to throw the ball or what? What's going on?
A flag? Is that a flag coming in?
No, but I mean, when he runs around that much, you think there would have to be holding at some point, right?
Well, yeah, or someone's just not getting open. Yeah, I like that Silver Malco under 3.5. I fancy 2 or 3-0. I don't see how Villa score. I think they dominate the game.
Pink Eye Genie has an interesting take on the U.S. women's soccer. I'd also say Title IX has a lot to do with that too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a much better thing. All right, Jay, with us dropping off that 4th and 5, I have a WTA prep I got to do. I need to do an NBA article. And honestly, I want to look into my plays for tomorrow so I don't let this happen again.
Go ahead,
so I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to you gentlemen in the chat. But we'll be back 11 West Coast time, 2 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to trying and have a better day tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
So is it 2 o'clock Eastern tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 1 o'clock my time. Just making sure.
You're only an hour early now?
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. When do you put your clocks back or anything, dear? Do you do clocks back, clocks forward?
Yeah, we do that. I do that
March.
twice a year.
Is it March or so?
I don't know.
Honestly, like my phone just switches automatically.
Yeah.
The daylight savings, and I don't even notice it half the time because it's on a Saturday night. Like the time switches in the middle of the night on Saturday, so I just wake up Sunday morning whenever I wake up on Sunday morning, and I never even notice the time difference.
Oh, I used to always know that if the clocks went back, I got an extra hour in bed, so that was decent, and I knew that if the clocks went forward, I got up an hour later.
It is stupid though. Like, what is the point of doing it?
Well, giving yourself more daylight hours. I mean, I wish they'd do it here because it gets dark here all year round at 6 bells, right? They have lovely weather, but it's for the farmers who get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't work it out. And then they moan about the amount of things that they actually produce down here. If they did it, it'd be nice. Then it gets dark at 9:30. It's got such a lovely temperature.
RSS changing clocks is a middle finger to God. They're going to become the third team tonight, guys, to win multiple games in the postseason with under 100 yards passing. But of course, they'll be the third team to do it, but the first team since the 1970s, because we all know they didn't actually pass the ball.
And they all went on and won the Super Bowl.
They did it last week.
Yeah, they said multiple games. They're going to be the third team. Miami was the other one in the 70s, and the Steelers in the 70s both did it. So they will be the third team to do it, and the first team since the 1970s to do it.
I can't believe that Jackson's going to get the ball back again.
Derrick Henry is a problem, man.
Yeah.
Are the Titans live to make the Super Bowl now, Jason?
Who knows? If they keep playing like this, they are.
Do you think they can take on the Chiefs?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they can give them a game.
If
they could do it to Baltimore, why can't they do it to the Chiefs?
Remember, Baltimore were the number one team in football.
Yeah. Not saying that they will, but
No.
I mean.
Well, I guess, obviously we see now a 9.5-point favorite isn't going to be just penciled into the next round. So, I mean, do the Chiefs even beat the Texans?
They beat the didn't the Titans beat the Chiefs, didn't they?
Yeah, they both did. They both beat the Chiefs, Texans and the Titans.
Yeah, I don't think that what Mahomes might have not been in that game against the Titans, or if he was, that ankle wasn't 100%.
Yeah, but Houston already beat the Chiefs. They just showed it 31-24.
Yeah, that was Mahomes' first game back off the injury, I think.
And also, it was like backdoor as well. The Chiefs, they absolutely crushed them. Come on, then, get this 8 points. Come on, get this 8 points with no touch, no.
Hey, RB Fern in the chat saying he's on Clemson plus the points and money line. Boy, RB. Let's go, Clemson.
So's the Big Ragoo. Big Ragoo's the same. 5.5 and money line.
I mean, there's just too much value there.
I smell over, Flash. Come on, Nick, 427 PC.
How sick is Marcus Mariota?
What do you mean? I mean, he sucks. That's why he got benched.
I know. Just to watch the team that he led for like 3 years.
What's going to happen with Cam Newton?
He should try not fucking sucking.
Cam Newton's going to get traded, right?
Yeah,
or is he a free agent?
Dave Betts is calling everyone who's talking about Clemson bandwagoners. Fuck off, Dave.
Yes,
oh my
Dave.
God.
Yes. You know.
Well, Dave's been a diehard Clemson fan for a whopping 4 months.
But he's not budged. He's been 100% committed.
Yeah, I mean, I give him props for being committed, but 10 years from now, we're still friends with with Dave, and Clemson's a mediocre team. Is he still going to be good saying "Go Tigers"? I don't know. He might lose interest if they wind up going. If 10 years from now they're a 6-6 team, because I am going to find it interesting what happens to all the Patriots fans, because there is a massive amount of Patriot fans across the country in their early 20s, teenagers, maybe even 30, who've never known the Patriots to be mediocre, let alone shit.
I thought that Slugger's just gone. This ref on the bottom calls full start and then the last play flat out let the guy line up on the offside, and there was no. I was thinking that when I was watching that game, I was thinking, is he in the neutral zone yet? Strange. So we had 2 out of 2 runs today, didn't we? First place.
Yeah.
2 out of 2. I think we have 1 out of 2 tomorrow. I just worry about the Seattle and Green Bay game.
Oh, Rich G dropping bombs in the chat, Jay. What do you think of this one? Chiefs got the 7th worst rush defense in the league. Does Henry become the first running back to rush for over 300 yards in the AFC Championship game?
Huh. If anybody could do it, it's him.
Yeah, and also we want him to play against the Texans.
Oh, God, get off the Texans, man.
I can't get off the Texans.
Honestly, my sister is a die-hard Chiefs fan, and I actually kind of think she might be insufferable if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. So I kind of don't want them to win.
Well, then don't.
But at the same time, she's insufferable when they lose too. So it's like either way.
You don't care about her anyway.
What? I love my sister.
No, Jimmy says you don't.
And Jimmy doesn't know shit, so fuck him.
Well, you can tell him. You can tell him when you see him Monday. I'll bring it up again Monday. Yes, Doug Barnhouse. Texans. Whee!
Yeah.
Texans defense is absolute dog shit. No way they win tomorrow. No way. Rich G, I hear you about the defense, but remember, they have been there and won already this year, so they feel good factors higher. And they played against the Bills, who were like class defense, by the way.
Deer Slayer says Jay said it best. Casey will pick the number they want to score.
Deer Slayer, come on, man. Don't start with me.
5'10" Eric Sullivan says, like a lot of Husker fans. Probably referencing me saying that my sister's insufferable. I don't know.
What sort of throw was that? Lamar Jackson, so petulant. You've got 2 more goes at it, son. Otherwise, we're finished.
I shit the bed today bad.
So why did Sprague leave? Why did he leave?
I don't know. He's got articles to write. He wants to go over bets for tomorrow's games. I have no idea. He puts enough time in here that.
Oh, he does. He does. But remember, he's 2 hours behind us, so it's only like 8:30 where he is.
Yeah, that's true. Was it 10:30 where you're at right now?
Yeah, 10:25.
Oh, you and I are in the same time zone then.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Are you near enough Canada?
I've seen Sam Bell ask the same question 17 times for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, he's got a stutter.
What time are you guys on tomorrow? 2 p.m., my friend.
Eastern.
2 p.m.
An hour before the game starts.
This is it. 4th and 11. Send the guns. Come on, Jackson.
Oh, Eric, you went to school in Hastings.
That's the end.
Yeah.
That is the end. There ain't a flag. That's
Terrible.
the end, Jay. We're going to get off early tonight. That's it. 49.
Yeah. All right. We're out. And,
I didn't need no.
we celebrate when we have great days, and we are accountable for when we have bad ones. Today was a bad one.
Yeah.
We'll try to get it back, though, tomorrow. We will see you guys back here. Like the video for us. Go to sbrvideo.com/live.
Oh, Lamar is crying.
Is he crying?
Yeah, there was some tears. He's not happy.
Good. We like that.
Go to sbrvideo.com/liveline, please, on the way out. And it helps the metrics. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 2:05 Eastern for the Texans. What do we got? Texans, Chiefs, and Seahawks, Packers tomorrow. So we'll see you then for Ant, Spread, Flash, and myself. We're out. Back after.
Nice one, Jay. Texans!